Konnichiwa minasan, selamat datang diucapkan kepada anda yang mengikuti sesi ini secara langsung dan juga anda yang menonton setelah live stream ini berakhir ke sesi kolaborasi stomachofkios.com bersama laman pop culture suka ramai Buzz Pop TV. Hari ini saya Kudo Marizu dari laman blog stomachofkios.com bersama Anri Alwi, our isekai Elven waifuhantā.
For obvious reasons.
Akan mengulas tentang pencalonan Crunchyroll Anime Awards 2024 yang dipilih dari barisan siri anime baik yang disiarkan di kaca TV atau rangkaian streaming atau filem yang ditayang di layar perak dari musim luruh 2022 hingga ke musim panas 2023. So firstly, kepada anda yang menonton sesi ini setelah live stream ini berakhir, sila langgan kepada laman YouTube Stomach of Kios dan Pop TV supaya anda tidak ketinggalan untuk menonton live stream kami yang akan datang. Dan jangan lupa untuk tenyeh butang like. Anyway, so firstly, kepada penonton yang dari Malaysia, well obviously I think most of the viewers are Malaysians anyway. Asal kami sibuk sangat nak ulas nomination daripada Crunchyroll Awards ni. Pada anda yang tidak arif, Crunchyroll merupakan satu platform penstreaman siri-siri anime yang bermula daripada tahun 2009 dan ianya sekarang ada bertapak juga di Malaysia. Tetapi kalau pada peminat tegar anime, ramai yang komplain apa pasal Crunchyroll kat Malaysia ni poyo gila dia punya list. I mean, very limited. Because every time saya balik Malaysia, dia tengok saya punya list pun, saya punya watch list jadi pendek atau jadi kosong pasal kebanyakan anime-anime yang siri anime yang terkini tak disiarkan kat Crunchyroll kalau tengok kat Malaysia. So ramai merungut kerana benda ni tak free, dah lah kena bayar. Lepas tu nak tengok kena pakai VPN. So saya kalau kat Malaysia, saya kena pakai VPN ke negara tempat saya duduk nak tengok saya punya list. So kind of like counterproductive, tapi itu saya bercuti. So kepada anda yang duduk Malaysia, anda dah happy dah. Boleh tengok kat Muse, boleh tengok kat Netflix, boleh tengok kat Bilibili. So that is the reason for this then. Because those platform yang kita tengok kat Malaysia tu, dia orang dah ada licensing rights to show this latest anime with subtitle bagai. Dah lah tunjuk simulcast. So Crunchyroll, pasal dia Crunchyroll dah take over by Sony tau. So dalam dia percubaan dia dah monopolize all the anime. Dia saya rasa not just Malaysia, rasa Southeast Asia lah. Susah sikit lah dia nak bertapak. Do you use Crunchyroll at all, Anri? Or
no, I don't.
You're aware of it. You are aware of it, kan?
I'm very aware of it. I actually try to explore using it, but I saw the list offered, and I might as well not use any platform at all lah, because I can use that platform to watch more anime actually.
Exactly. Because pada saya dah padam lah tadi. Because kerana bukan tak murah asal dia punya subscription dan dia ada banyak tier. Dia punya ultimate level pun yang paling mahal yang tak ada yang sepatut yang where you can use multiple devices, tak ada advertisement semua. Boleh tengok free kat Crunchyroll tapi ada banyak advert lah. But that goes with any platforms that you have in Malaysia anyway. Tapi it's like, what's the point? I've already got say a Netflix subscription, I watch. In fact sekarang like Disney Plus dah ada dia punya menyibuk nak ambil anime. So kalau korang ada Disney Plus. So anyway, berbalik kepada ni, dia macam menyibuk nak buat Crunchyroll. Sebabkan it's the only kind of official anime awards di luar Jepun. Di Jepun dia ada the anime festival held every March. Dia not just an award show tapi dia macam a big festival lah to macam mana untuk meraihkan anime tahun itu, and dia orang obviously have a categories like best anime film, best anime of the year ke apa kan. A bit more low key, but apart from that, it's the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. In fact, kalau
Animax has their own thing going on, but it's more on to the songs and performances, not about the anime itself tau. So Crunchyroll kan, for all the faults kan, at least kan they try to be legit on the matter tau. When they started to do all this, but I have to give credit to Crunchyroll kan, if it's not for them to take a bold step kan to become anime platform online kan, Netflix wouldn't take the chance kan to actually put anime into the lineup tau.
Exactly.
It actually shows there's a need for it.
Ada pros and cons dia dari segi apa, what you call it. I mean, it sucks to see a company monopolizing everything. Tapi dari segi pengguna,
Crunchyroll is not monopolizing.
I like to have one network. I don't want to have 7 subscriptions. I mean, for me lah. Sorry, you were saying?
Crunchyroll is not monopolizing. It's the only thing that's on the market that tries to be the leader in its field. But here's the thing: fans of anime has been watching it without any platforms for a long time now. Crunchyroll, if it's there or not there, kan, people still watch anime by hook or by crook. It's up to them kan to actually open up their punya list kan, and try to become the real leader in anime licensing service. Right now they're not doing it.
Just to add to what you were saying, I mean to continue on to what you were saying, actually, tapi just before that, gosh, I've lost it now. Okay, but yang you kata anime people been watching it for the longest time. Just sedikit je tentang sejarah Crunchyroll ni kepada yang umur macam uncle ni, yang nonton anime macam Naruto, Bleach, bukan zaman tengok back catalog tau, like tengok live. So kami zaman dulu kami torrent tau, kami tu haram lah kan, torrent daripada provide fan subbers yang seperti Date Bayo dan bagainya. Diorang very good fan subbers, diorang macam literally memang tak boleh simulcast lah, tapi literally the next day dah boleh tengok, and they've done it very well. So korang download tengok atau tengok masa tu streaming was in its infancy, so very lembab lah. So came to the point that in 2008 ke 2009, Crunchyroll ni, pernah dengar Crunchyroll, tapi dia mendapat duit daripada crowdfunding ke atau dapat funding daripada some investment company mana tak, dia try nak macam seragamkan all this streaming of anime, tapi regardless whether they are legal or not. So masa tu kan saya tengok Naruto, ramai orang tanya kenapa kau drop Naruto. Aku cakap aku drop pasal suddenly orang yang buat fan sub tu kata Crunchyroll nak take over, kami akan let go, kami takkan buat lagi. Memang tak ada lah lepas tu, bengang gila. So masa tu tengok kena bayar zaman tu, zaman tengkit macam alah nak bayar kot. Betul. Tapi masa tu pun some of Crunchyroll punya anime titles yang dia stream tu are actually containing subtitles from the fan subbers. So,
correct.
So ada legal, ada tak legal. So they got a backlash lah from the anime people in Japan. Like, oi, aku tahu kau nak buat macam ni bagus, tapi itu kau pakai haram kan. So it took a while lah. So over the years, it grew bigger and bigger, and it became what it is today. And now, especially, Sony bought over Crunchyroll after they beli Funimation, and then now Crunchyroll would have the catalog yang ada dalam Funimation. Oh yes, the bit that I wanted to say just now, bab Monopoly tu, I mention because it's not just Crunchyroll je. Dia duk macam-macam kat US. Right Stuff Anime diambil. So masa dia beli Crunchyroll pun orang macam roll their eyes because baru je kau beli Funimation, now we see what you're doing. So kita orang yang tengok, tapi as personally untuk akulah, as long as the service shows me what I want to watch with a good quality and blah blah blah, I'm fine. Category the Great made a good point here. Crunchyroll juga buat voice actor dari dub English, and he's correct because they have their own studios in Texas, if I'm not mistaken, where they, because of the fact they orang dah dapat licensing semua, I'm not too sure whether the simulcast ada yang dah ada English, tak salahnya ada, tapi sometimes
a few.
Tapi sometimes they will announce now we have rerun or whatever in English, and dia orang akan dapatkan the good voice actors blah blah. Tapi again ada juga controversy because recently I can't remember series mana tau, dia macam buang the old VAs and people fans were not very happy about it. I can't remember which title that was. Do you know?
Was it about the new they complain about the wages?
Wages satu hal, no, but there was also a title, one particular anime title. Crunchyroll got rid of the old VAs, the old studios. The English, I can't remember which one, but korang tengok lah dalam Google. So anyway, but as you can see, Crunchyroll is not the apa ni? Alright, okay, sorry. I had a message from Shaz that he thinks that he's supposed to be with us. I said, no, I think it's just the two of us. Anyway, so what? It's not very onerous tonight. We'll just have a look and see. Just a quick look at ni before that. Ini Tokyo Anime Award Festival untuk tahun ni di bulan March, 8 hari bulan hingga 11. And interestingly, Crunchyroll Awards di Tokyo is in that week. I think it's March the 9th or if not March the 2nd. So for example, they've got nominations, call for entries, blah blah blah. So anda boleh tengok ni dekat animefestival.jp/en/. I'll add the link down below in the description after the stream. So basically, to show how important this is, this was the award where Mekamato won Best Animation in 2023. First ever non-Japanese series that won that. Sebelum ni, benda ni dah lah Jepun punya. So I mean, I saw some recent backlash on social media about, asal kau nak tunjuk balik dekat Malaysia, cakap Jepun, tak bangga ke dengan come on,
Bismillah.
Man. Come on, man. Banggalah sikit. Abin dah lah. Abin, sorry, we're big upping Mekamato and Monster here, but well, I'm big upping because actually they've already shown the episode yang episodicnya in Japanese anyway. And the thing is, they got the proper A-list Japanese seiyus for it. Ayamu Murase.
I think part of the reason why Mekamato was successful is familiar. I think it's the better version of the Doraemon. Okay.
Aku tak tahu sangat konsep cerita dia, konteks cerita dia pasal dari future dia datang balik to tell him
space whatever it is lah.
Yeah. You know, like the robot is Inosuke, Yoshitsugu Matsuoka. The kid himself is Mayumo Marumo Ayase. I've probably got that wrong, but the guy from Haikyuu. And you know, you've even got Kenjiro Suda, the Nanami Kishibe from Chainsaw Man. Sorry, Nanami was Jujutsu Kaisen, you know, and the sexiest voice alive. Yang sampai lelaki pun pingsan. I mean, they were making skits of that on YouTube because
I saw the preview for the thing in Tokyo. You got the A-list. Our parents were with the children in rows wearing.
You know why? Because it's wholesome. I think because over the decades, a lot of Japanese anime pun dah mula go a bit westernized, like going to more violent, more woke, and some Japanese parents are like apa ni, you know, and then tengok Mekamato is back to basics, Asian values, that kind of thing. But hey, you know, So even like myself, I'm a collector of figurines and that. Tengok lah juga kat Ami mana lah tahu ada toys apa tu yang Jepun punya. Not yet, I guess. But anyway, let's get on with it lah.
Before that, we
yes.
on that, right? Let's talk about something quite a bit important lah. Shortly, I think yesterday or today kan, the court has in Japan kan, they have sentenced the guy who burned
Kyoto animation.
The death penalty. Just to be clear, right, he was sentenced to death not because he put the building on fire, because like 31 people died inside. Including the art producer or art director for Miss Dragon.
Kobayashi. Yeah. Maid Dragon. Yeah, the actual director. It's quite sad. So when they did season 2, I remembered they had a new director and people were all like thinking of him, like macam banyak fans tulis macam you're in our prayers, blah blah blah. I'm so happy that you guys, to kind of like pick themselves up and get things going again. I mean, they still have the same ethos of making 1 or 2 series per year. Unlike one particular studio yang kata kami nak jadi Kyoto animation tapi behave like owner kuli batak, that kind of shit. So come on. I mean, don't get me wrong, that company
it's good.
It's good. I mean, like I watch Jujutsu Kaisen macam, smart sial dalam kau kena walaupun kau baru siap 3 jam lepas, tapi macam people like us like, kalau kau bengang sangat asal kau tak tengok je, tapi it's like
you go to the Mappa studio, right, all the staff kan undead lah.
Hey, but the thing is, coming back to Mappa, right, I mean, the director of Chainsaw Man has left and made his own studio. There was another guy who's left, made their own studio. I mean, for example, the director of Chainsaw Man too, not only the Mappa situation, it's also the fact that he got a lot of backlash from Chainsaw Man's fans in Japan mainly. He got death threats for altering the anime, not like the manga. I mean, it's like, Allah, come on, man. I mean, aku dah baca manga dia. Okay, fair enough. Probably I didn't care that much, but so what? I didn't think it was macam totally different ke apa. Tapi it's like, so anyway, fans untuk sesuatu IP ni tak kisah negara mana, ada je this apa not very clever type of people. Yeah, back to Kyoto Animation. Yeah, it was kind of the defense were trying to pinpoint it on his psychological state. Like Japan does have a societal issue with the hikikomoris, but at the end of the day, he actually had the mental capacity to actually buy that amount of petrol. And then there was one bit where he did say in his defense, I didn't realize that it could kill that many people. Shah put it very nicely. Kalau kau langgar orang sampai mati kan, katalah kau intend to bunuh ke apa kan, tak sangka drive macam tu boleh bunuh ramai orang. That doesn't work that way. But an arson is actually a very very serious crime, regardless whether orang mati ke tak. So if you think you're trying to be funny, ambil molotov cocktail baling kat sekolah kau yang apa-apalah, tempat-tempat yang kau ingat kau tak suka, tapi tak ada orang, just to make sure that nobody gets hurt, you're gonna get done. But that's enough depressing. But at least hopefully there's some, dapat closure lah untuk the victims, because there were a lot of people who were hurt, 36 or something like that. But you can read it up on Google, and to the survivors of, I mean, saudara mara atau suami atau isteri atau anak kepada staff yang meninggal tu, hopefully closure for them as well lah, insyaAllah. Anyway, so this Anime Awards, how does it work? It says there. So essentially, basically, you got they've opened up the voting I thought dia habis hari ni, rupanya habis malam. So I couldn't I couldn't click on the categories to work from here, but doesn't matter lah. But anyway, essentially what it does is it will be held in Tokyo. I mean, that was the first time they did it in Tokyo last year, lepas COVID. And orang macam buat kat Tokyo. Before this, it was done in LA. And then obviously the grand winners will be announced at that time. And then the voting is by way of the fans, as plus the judges. The judges will also do it, but they've selected judges of either industry veterans or well-established, knowledgeable content creators, hand selected based on their reputation, experience, or credibility. Benda-benda ni kita tahulah. I mean, at the end of the day, mana-mana lah, Oscar ke, Golden Globes ke, kalau kau ada kawan cuma aku tak adalah nak macam ni, tapi I mean, I just out of interest to see who gets nominated this year.
Yeah, to Crunchyroll's credit, I saw the judges that they choose kan. Most of them are, I would say, from outside Japan.
Yes.
From Brazil,
in a way, it's kind of like reasonable lah, because platform di luar Jepun kan, tapi there are also Japanese people. Although aku masa dulu tengok macam siapa ni yang tak kenal pun, tapi at the end of the day, if you're from India, you might know her.
He looks like Mother's Basement, Grant something his name, I'm not sure.
Yes, Jeffrey Tew is in it. So for example, dia ambil lah orang-orang yang macam, I mean obviously the trash taste people that I watch for keenly are not in this, but whether or not it's due to the fact that they're still not it, atau because like Jeffrey Tew produces opinion videos very, very regularly. Gigak dah kurang tau. If you think about it, Gigak buat macam sekali sebulan je. So walaupun dia dah senior, I'll stop here for a while because we've got the Bumi Langit guy.
Bumi Langit, yeah.
So they are choosing a lot of different variety of people. I think Bumi Langit guy and a few Filipinos were the only people that I noticed from Southeast Asia lah.
I'm happy with the choice of judges. I'm just not happy with the category of anime being selected.
we shall look at that in a bit. Tapi siapa lagi yang aku kenal? The American ones yang aku kenal, Jeff. There's another one, Canadian guy. Aku mati-mati ingat Yasir Arafat. Stay Frosty. The Glass. Oh shit. Banyak juga judges dia. We're getting to him. Banyak gila. So, mana dia? Glass Reflection. He's quite good, and he just did a good video essay on free run. So if you guys siapa yang interested, I mean not obviously a lot of these people pun kalau macam if they are from their own country, they'll probably do their own blogs or whatever in their native language lah. Hence why I wouldn't know who Tamur Hussein is, for example. But at least Crunchyroll. And this is Tristan Gallen.
That's guy.
He's quite good. Yeah,
he's very good.
He's very good. Tristan and Jeff, I have time for their stuff. Yeah. You
may not agree with his entire commentary, but at least it was a fairly presented cases lah.
Yeah. Tapi one thing that I've noticed, ever since kita duk berborak tentang bagaimana any IP lah, may it be Japanese or American, over the past years have changed towards a certain direction. Let's have a look at this briefly. These are the guests that are coming up. I don't want to say anything, but tengok sendiri lah. It's like, okay, Miss Marvel, okay lah, kau minat komik. I hope you do like anime though. I don't know who the other people are. the first one, Lisa tak apa. Kau nyanyi banyak lagu anime.
Oh yeah.
And Nick, our friend from Star Wars, probably she likes anime. I don't know. I'll reserve my comment. Macam ada orang tak kenal. Roland tak apa. Roland dia minat anime. Dia ni famous pasal dia ni host dekat host club. Pada anda yang tak tahu apa benda host ni, kalau anda pernah melawat Tokyo, ada especially di this particular part di Shinjuku dan Kabukicho, di mana tempat tu penuh dengan benda-benda yang tak bagus lah. Kira kalau kau pergi jangan bawa anak lah. So dia ada satu benda yang dia ada is bar di mana kalau if you are a man, you want to be surrounded by beautiful women and you buy them drinks or what they buy you. I mean, they make you buy drinks, but it's all expensive. You probably can spend $20,000 that night, and you could be, and same goes for the women. They go to get drunk and be happy with good looking guys. So people like him, he's like one of the leading nightclub hosts in Japan. He's made like tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands per night sometime. Birthday dia, all these rich lonely women showering him with Ferraris, jam Rolex sebagai. So tapi dia minat anime because aku baru tahu because hari tu dia masuk dalam Anime Man punya stream. So anyway, so we've got lah this mixed bag of people that some fans that are noted on social media think, apa korang panggil dia orang ni? Tapi well, it's up to Crunchyroll lah dia nak buat apa. So categories dia banyak sebenarnya. Actually
35
ke 35? Yeah. But we're not going to talk about like the best VA performance Spanish ke apa because it's of no point to us. I'm sure we'll be going through them really quickly. So if anybody in chat thinks, I mean, I did vote, but once I didn't do like hari-hari vote. It makes no difference. I just voted for fun.
No, I just voted once. I just went through once.
Yeah.
Once is enough.
And at the end of the day pun kan, masa kalau kita vote kan, kita vote ikut apa kita suka lah. Ada at certain point aku macam tapi kan I'm sure cerita ni bagus, tapi at the end of the day, so what? Yeah.
But surprisingly for winter 2024, right, the entire winter lineup is better than the entire lineup for 2023 now. Your favorite, gushing for magical girls, right? It's one of the most perverted shows I've ever watched, but also one of the most brilliant shows ever made.
Dia bukan macam kalau benda tu just for that sake, it'll be like bodoh. But this one ada macam joke dia macam masa dia dah macam betul dia muka dia tukar tau. Apa pasal aku macam ni? You know, cara-cara dia lukis macam tu, it's like this is so funny, but at the same time fan service dia lebih dari fan service normal TV. Aku macam
Utena is basically the anti-Bochi. Very adorable. She's the anti-Bochi. Same vibes.
Category, of course lah, takkanlah aku nak start dengan best anime. So we're gonna start from the bottom as per categories recommendation. Sorry mate, we're ahead of you. I'm going to start actually with best VA performance Japanese. So as you can see, you can't click this because this is meant for the voting. So luckily the blooming Crunchyroll were quite clever lah to actually have it somewhere else. So we'll start best Seiyu Jepun. Atsumi Tadazaki as Anya Foja for Spy Family. Okay, aku lupa nak cakap, kategori ni diorang akan pilih daripada fall 2022 sampai summer 23. Anda mesti rasa pelik kenapa macam ni, because masa tahun lepas punya award dia tak include fall 2022 tau. Lepas tu orang semua marah. Because apa tau? Masa tu Bleach ada, quite a few Jujutsu Kaisen ada, and then 2023 banyak Demon Slayer menang tau. So orang cakap, oi, kau takut Demon Slayer kalah . You know, which is all the biasalah award show kan, orang cakap I'm sure there's some shenanigans behind this. Betul, dia orang cakap although there's another argument, orang cakap recency bias. It's true actually, recency bias actually does influence you. If something you watch really recent, susah sikit nak jadi objektif. Personally lah, I mean, I was listing my 2023 anime hari tu pun macam, sekejap, ini baru sangat tengok ni. So, I can see lah why. But, because the fact that I've stopped it at fall 2023, summer 23, I guess, okay lah, from now on, tak boleh lah nak argue sangat. Kata dia orang tak buat ke apa. So, Anya is in this. Toyaki Kunosuke Denji as in Chainsaw Man. Tanaka Mayumi, Luffy, One Piece. Aoyama Yoshino, Bocchi the Rock. Kaji Yuki, Eren Yeager.
She got my vote. Yeah.
Attack on Titan. And lastly, Nakamura Yuichi as Gojo Satoru in Jujutsu Kaisen. I mean, everybody here got a decent shot, but although people can argue like that Tanaka Mayumi has been doing it for 20 years, and kalau orang kata she's the best seiyuu just because she's been doing it all those years, she'll be winning it 19 years in a row lah. So Yuki Kaji is like a fan favorite. Semua orang suka Eren, but Yuki Kaji, he's a very good seiyuu juga. At the end of the day pun, macam kalau dia tak nominate untuk AOT, if he's in something else, people might vote him. Yuichi Nakamura, he's one of those dia senior, tak ada senior tua bangka, tapi senior macam umur 40s, macam Tomokazu Sugita yang voice Gintama. He's good as well. Tapi personally itulah, macam like you I would choose somebody that I like. And I think I agree with you. Bocchi, Aoyama Yoshino is pretty good as Bocchi because what aku tengok dekat ML, nak tengok if she plays anybody I hardly recognize anybody because I don't watch a lot of other anime. Not that she's not done anything before, she's done loads. A lot of supporting, a lot of mains as well, but even for the mains, I'm like, have you heard of Wake Up Girl, Shinso? I don't know.
I haven't.
Yeah, she's
the reason why I vote for her is because the other candidates dia punya characters are basically people who actually are very loud. You know, they just cry and scream apa inspirational things. But Bocchi, like, she just gets depressed and then you feel the mood apa. So you experience the Bocchi experience now. So how can you beat that actually?
Yeah, lagi tu, one thing commendable about her, if anybody who's watched Bocchi the Rock, you see her when she goes into her meltdown.
Yeah, man.
Meltdown dia, okay, the animation is one thing, that they're smart, so clever, doing it in various forms. Ada macam Minecraft lah, ada yang macam apa-apa lah, lukisan tangan lah. Tapi ada one bit, I can't remember which episode, where she meltdown, menjerit bunyi macam elektronik. Apparently Yoshino ni, Aoyama ni, she did that, tak pakai modulation, she did it with her own voice. A lot of people were like going, whoa. So I think for things like that, I mean, I would salute her lah, for Bocchi the Rock. I mean, my other favorite is, I mean, I guess Atsumi Tanizaki, because aku biased lah, aku binaannya. I can't remember who I voted for. Really, I can't remember who I voted. Probably I voted for. Yeah, probably I voted for Bocchi, I guess. So that's who I
know I voted for Bocchi.
Yeah, I can't remember. I don't know whether I can watch. Dia bagi kita email lah to tell us who we voted for. Aku tak tahu.
I haven't checked my emails yet.
Okay. Anyway, so kategori cakap apa dia? Yuki Kaji sampai nangis. Yuki Kaji sampai nangis tu aku tengok Kenjiro sudah nangis, muka emo gila. Nanami punya voice actor at the scene where he, sorry spoiler alert, died. Dia macam poleh, banyak gila orang buka internet, memang emo gila lah. So that's voice artist performance for Japanese punya ni. Personal. Two of us are voting for Bochi. So let's see who wins this in March. Okay, the next category is the best end sequence. So as they say, ED. Takayama Soshi menyanyikan lagu Akari for Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. Shiui dengan Happiness of the Dead, Zom 100. Maximum the Hormone, Hawatari Nyoku Senti on Chainsaw Man. Mile, Man with a Mission, Koi Kogare. Queen B, Koi Kogare itu was for Demon Slayer Season 3. Queen B, Mephisto for Oshinoko. And lastly, Yama menyanyikan lagu Color untuk Spy Family Season 1 Core 2. Actually, this is for the ED, not the songs per se. So it's a bit difficult to, as much as I like Mile and Man with a Mission, I'm not going to vote for DS Season 3 punya ending because I think nothing is in there really other than a collage of what they've shown on the. What's your vote for this? I mean,
I voted for the ending for Zom 100.
Okay guys, kita orang tak pakat tau. Kita orang tak pakat. Tapi I agree with Anri.
Yeah,
that animation is so fun. We are talking about the one yang Happiness of the Dead yang they go on one ED je kan, dia tak ada tukar-tukar kan.
No. Chainsaw Man banyak version.
No. Yeah, I know. But sometimes after half a season, they change it. You know what I mean? But
a bit.
But for Zom 100, it was the one yang it started off with the girls were in the train looking at the phone, and there were zombies in the train, right?
Yeah.
Is it because itu gila je sebab because all the zombies were dancing, and then and you have to bear in mind this is. I mean, I do not know what happened. I mean, we mentioned this before in the.
It just shows that even before the outbreak, humanity was still in a zombie state because they were all, watching the punya handphones and stuff.
Yeah, but actually, without even looking at it so deeply, animation is crisp, smart, funny. Because again, I'm harping on about visiting to Tokyo. There was this scene under the railway bridge yang hijau tu. That's the actual bridge in Shinjuku. Kepada anda yang masuk bawah bridge tu, you will keluar dekat yang ada screen TV tulis Labi. And then you walk straight on, boleh sampai Shinjuku punya all the main street. Belah kanan tu will be Shinjuku railway station. So they've done that down pat to a T. I'm like, not just that lah, cara dia draw sebab gila lah. I mean, dah lah kelakar mamak yang bogil ajar tu. But that got my vote because of the whole ED lah. Because sorry lah, okay, lagi satu before we go on to the other nominations semua, I put my hand up. I don't watch everything, so I might go for a certain title. I've not seen that, so I can't judge. So I can only go with what. So anybody in the chat who see anything, by all means, chip in lah. Like I can remember macam Chainsaw Man dia tukar ending dia. Pasal lagu Maximum the Hormone, I can remember what it was like. I would salute actually Chainsaw Man for changing the different EDs. Quite a lot of them were, slap gila. Tapi macam sorry lah, call it apa recency bias because I started watching Zom 100 again, and not dari start tapi macam because they only finished it in Christmas. 26 bulan itu they finished the rest of the three episodes after they stop somewhere in the middle. So as much as I say I like the Mile song, the ending song was that. So Oshinoko actually aku bukan drop sebab tak suka, because aku drop sebab tak ada masa. So I wouldn't know what the Mephisto song sound like. Kepada anda yang belum tahu, Queen B ni is a exotic band. The singer is a guy. But because dia trans, suara range dia gempak gila lah, daripada tinggi macam perempuan, rendah macam jantan. As a band, gaming or not, the music is actually very good. You could hear Queen Bee punya vocalist sometimes singing solo, singing a song called Violence, and God, I can't remember which one, whether it was Chainsaw Man or not. But yeah. So those were the best ending sequence. So it's the sequence, not the song. Okay, onwards. OP, best opening sequence. Oh, ni bahaya ni. Okay, Yoasobi dengan lagu Aidoru dia for the opening for Oshinoko. Heavenly Delusion. This is actually quite good. Innocent Arrogance by Bish. It's a rock band. Bish, dia nak cakap Beach. Tapi Chainsaw Man dengan Kickback. Akenshi Yonezu. Song of the Dead, Kanabun, Zona 100. Where Our Blue Is, Tatsuya Kitani, JJK Season 2. I was surprised that it wasn't King Gnu punya because then just realized that it's outside the time range for that score too. And work Ringo Shina and Millennium Parade, Hell's Paradise. So masa aku nak pilih ni, aku swayed by the songs because I know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know 5 out of the 6 songs. Well, 4 out of the 6 songs very well, and I love the song. But I have to say, I have to choose lah. Tengok the song, listen to the songs and the images. So, what was your choice for this category, best opening?
For me, a bit of a diversion. Oshinoko Yoasobi.
You are right, but
it is by far the most catchiest tune for that particular section.
Tapi aku macam, because I was trying to. I love the song, don't get me wrong. But the kick, because I like the opening of Chainsaw Man, and I remember when the Kickback started, I was listening to it every day. Gila babi dalam kereta, kadang-kadang pasang banyak kali because the song is so gempak. But as I said, I mean personally, because aku tak boleh pilih lagu je, aku pilih the whole thing. So I chose Chainsaw Man. So our first divergent choice for this evening. Pada anda yang tak tahu, you've heard about Kanabun. This band been around for ages, ever since I started listening to J music, like a good 10-15 years ago. Kanabun been around for, I think, 10 years. Good. But recently, I don't know whether it's disbanded atau went into indefinite hiatus, because 2 of the members left the group for sebab dia semua sebab dodgy. Aku tak ingat apa sebab dia, tapi you look it up lah. But sedih juga macam dengar, band ni dah bertapak dah lama, but suddenly kau buat hal. The song that did actually quite nice, and opening pun not too bad either. But yeah, and again tu work. Millennium Parade been around for a while, and Shina Ringo is a very, dia macam J-pop, J-rock, very, dia macam mana cakap, dia macam exotic is the wrong word. Dia kalau dah siapa yang minat British pop music macam Kate Bush, she's something like that lah. Dia macam exquisite sikit. I quite like the song Work, but unfortunately Kickback does it for me. Category pilih Hell's Paradise, and Yoasobi for Idol in Oshinoko for MN Shafir.
Trust me, Yoasobi is going to win this category.
I'm not surprised.
You may be right on all points, but in terms of popularity, apa Yoasobi lah.
Yeah, I'm not going to be frustrated if Yoasobi wins, but ni kenapa lagu special tak ada pasal kau tu di luar period untuk nomination ni. Dia berhenti sama 2023. So because kau tu dia keluar fall 23 kan. So tahun depan akan nominate, not this year. So right, so that was best opening sequence. Let's get on with it. To best score. Aku sebagai anime fan and a music lover, I like talking about music, but our panelists don't really talk about music as much. I mean, as much kalau korang tak minat nak cakap, tak apalah. Tapi it's just that as a person who likes macam tak daripada kecil noticing music scores for film like Star Wars, Indiana Jones, or blah blah blah, and taking an interest in the composers. I think that is what adds to the dimension of watching an anime for me lah. So best score nominees: Attack on Titan final season, the final chapters. Oh, surprised that they didn't actually. I just want to see what happens when I click on this. Oh, you can't, can you? Oh, tak boleh klik. Oh, boleh. Saja nanti because aku tak tulis. Aku nak tahu siapa dia punya composer because I don't admit to memorizing all the composers. But there you go. So best score for one of Attack Titan on a final chapter special one. Final season, Bochi the Rock, Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba Swordsmith Village Arc, Oshinoko, and Suzume. Now, I remember what the Suzume soundtrack was like when I watched it. I watched a lot of, and I'm a big fan of what's his name? Apa nama director dia? God, Shinkai. Aku tu Shinkai punya director.
If you can remember it, it's not the best score.
No, I'm talking about the director. I'm talking about the composer, not the music. No. I didn't say I voted for Suzume, but yes, yeah. Suzume was written mainly by the band Red Wimps, Yojiro Noda. And not just him, and there's another guy as well. But because the fact that si Shinkai ni duk asyik pakai Red Wimps je. No offense to Red Wimps, I love the band. I paid through my nose to watch them last year live, but song moved me to kokoro gerak ge babi but I don't know. Susah sikit tau, because apa tau. Okay, let me just cakap satu benda pasal bila buat skor wayang. Bila buat skor wayang, dia punya music unique for that one particular film, which consider is a one episode in inverted commas. So you can have theme based on the main character, the protagonist, the antagonist. Macam lagu Darth Vader ke apa, lagu masa dia cross sungai ke, lagu dia masa dia panjat gunung ke, lagu dia masa naik kereta ke. And that's one thing. And one thing I like about Suzume is actually the usage of city pop. I spoke about this bukan at length, but we did touch about it when we talked about Suzume bersama Nazir dengan Maira last year. But when you watch anime TV series yang ada 24 episode, what they'll end up with, because for example I've got the Spy Family punya soundtrack, which is by No Name. Surprisingly not in there, but then it's up to them lah siapa dia nak nominate. What happens is they have certain scenario with a certain character. Dia ada satu lagu 2 minit. Siapa dia akan ulang. So maknanya kalau masa Anya buat bodoh, dia buat out of tune, recorder tune again and again, because so it's different because they ada macam pockets of different music for the different bits.
They have the action team, the character team, idiot team. There's a lot of things.
Macam Naruto, kan, kan, for example kan, benda macam tu lah. So macam tu aku macam personally pasal Oshinoko aku macam semi drop tu, aku tak ingat sangat. God, who did Chainsaw Man punya score? Sebentar cakap. Oh, sorry, what was your choice?
I choose Bochi the Rock. In terms of quality, right, probably Attack on Titan has better budget, better quality. But here's the thing, it's just one long movie episode now. Whereas others is like 10, 12 episodes. I don't think it should be in this category at all. That's why I didn't get my vote.
Okay. Attack on Titan, selama ni dok buat ni Hiroyuki Sawano. Sawano is very, very respected. He's
I'm not saying it's not good. I just say it's not. I don't think it's supposed to be in this category.
No. I'm just listing people out. Sementara kita duk cakap ni. Aku tak ingat whether dia buat untuk the final season ke tak. Untuk cerita Chainsaw Man is Ushio Kensuke. But then again, aku macam lagi ingat lagu daripada OPAD dia orang. So aku macam tak pay attention sangat. So this is the thing with anime TV, kepala lain tau sikit. Because kau macam tengok in short burst, kau tak fikir nak dengar music, tapi tak, unless it's really prominent for me, like I really like Spy Family, so I can't really tell. Like Bocchi the Rock though, I'm a fan of any IP that's talking about bands. And
Japanese band music all the way.
So macam aku minat K-On, aku ingat lagu dia. Aku ingat lagu dia lebih daripada lagu latar belakang which not that I do not know, but if you put it on, I would recognize it. But Bocchi the Rock punya band ni quite good. Shout out to Kesoku Bando. Dia actually is a bunch of people who professional musicians lah. It's not the actual girls, although they actually forced the lead singer for Bocchi to learn guitar, which is so funny. And dia boleh lah main guitar after a couple of months. Kesian juga tengok. Susah sikit lah. So you voted for Bocchi. I can't remember. I think I voted for, probably I went for Suzume kot, because dalam kepala I see it more as a theme. I mean, a bunch of themes for an entire film, and easy for me to localize the background music. Okay, Eman Shafiq punya choice.
I mean, putting Attack on Titan here, right, it's like putting the Lord of the Rings punya soundtrack kan against the A-Team, Airwolf, the Equalizer punya soundtrack. All the TV shows, and then you get one trilogy epic.
That's how it is though. I mean, the same you could argue for an Oscar though, because it
was very good. I'm not saying it was bad. I'm just saying it doesn't belong here. No. I'm not arguing the good or not. I'm arguing against the belong here or not, because we don't have a score for best action film, best score for fantasy films, because at the end of the day in the Oscars, Star Wars will have to fight against soundtrack for Lord of the Rings, have to fight for soundtrack for the French Connection. I'm just mixing. Exactly. Godfather, all those things.
So we got Muhammad Faiz Daniel, soalan of the last week. Pendapat terhadap siri live action Oshinoko keluar tahun depan oleh Toei di Amazon, rasanya mampu ke adaptasi sebaik anime? Susah sikit nak cakap, because actually from just the photograph it looked good. Let me just hide this. Siap muka Anri kena tutup. Tapi gambar tak menggambarkan whether it's going to be good or not. So the jury will be out once it comes out lah. Because Jepun pun ada juga bad live action. I mean, bukan Hollywood je. So macam for example, Don't Shoot Me, my first experience with Samurai X / Rurouni Kenshin, well, that was a film though, was the film, and it was a very good experience for me. My first Death Note experience was live action Jepun, not the American one, and that was good to me because ada Kenichi Matsuyama as the main character, and then they did the creatures exactly like it is in the anime. So when I watched it, I thought it was quite a good premise, and then like macam Attack on Titan live action Jepun is so susah nak cakap, tengok gambar je, kita tak tahu. One thing though, bab diorang nak buat karakter tu macam the Japanese are better than the Americans lah, put it that way, because kita Jepun kan, boboh lah muka Jepun mana pun jadi. I mean, in my opinion lah. I mean, so far kalau nak tengok yang lagi real, tengok ni pementasan musical. Because a lot of anime punya IP dijadikan musical. So for example, the recent one was Spy Family. Okay lah, muka tak macam Yo ke apa sangat, tapi jadilah dengan kostum dan rambut dia. Anya dia buat jadi. Dia in fact, they would have 2 actors for each because dia orang nak buat matinee show. I mean, biasalah bila tengok live action atas stage, tak boleh satu pelakon je, dia kena ada understudy. Tapi for the kids, for the kids kena ada banyak lah because you're not legally allowed to have children working long hours. So they have 4 Anyas and all of them are cute. All of them can, in fact, bukan dia budak-budak, bunyi Anya betul without having an adult going waka-waka, you know. So Muhammad Faiz, jawapan kami saya macam tak sure. You got any opinion on the Oshinoko live action?
I'm afraid of the few pictures I've seen kan, I don't have high hopes lah. Because those live adaptations yang that's very good, right? Like even the Yu Hakusho, right? A lot of people have complaints. I liked it. One Piece live action, I liked it. Rurouni Kenshin, Samurai X, I liked it because they have action to fall back to. Oshinoko doesn't have action sequence to fall back to, you know, to soften the blows lah when it comes to live action transitions. I mean, if you look at romance anime kan, tukar kepada live action adaptation kan, it doesn't work lah because most of it doesn't work because, how do I say this lah, the whole theme kan is different now. You do it in live action now compared to animation where you in a particular mood, right? You can see flowers and the sounds, the things go playing in the background kan. It makes you feel something. Live action doesn't have that. They can try to do it, but I'm not sure how it's going to transcend into the next form of media. So I have no high expectations. Oshinoko, if it becomes a good watchable show, there's already be success.
Pada pendapat saya, benda macam like what you were trying to tell us, like benda-benda macam benda-benda lembut yang bukan action. Oshinoko is not an action film anyway. It's not action, drama. Yeah. It's a drama. So kalau dia punya approach is more towards dramatization of events, it'll work. The thing is also, kalau dia jangan shoot macam drama TV lah, kenalah macam invest in the emotional bits like fun music, like tu, like you said, any of those shots boleh buat. Kalau kau fikir, I mean, you just have to spend money and time lah. It's like benda-benda klise macam tangan pegang bali dalam cerita Gladiator. Sikit punya banyak ke wayang, lepas tu tangan pegang rumput lah, tangan pegang padi lah, because it creates a cool looking scene and everybody does it. Bercuti dengan GoPro pun nak buat juga. I think things like that it's not like we are asking them to recreate something out there, like so left field that you can't. I think with current cinematographic technique, anything is possible. But the thing is, it's up to the director lah. Kalau dia boleh pull it off, itu je. Kalau dia nak invest that money into that kind of thing. Because like, funny that you mentioned that, ni slightly off topic. Saya baru ni menonton The Kingdom of Dreams and Madness, which is a documentary on Hayao Miyazaki and Studio Ghibli from 2014. Ditayangkan dekat Tokyo International Film Festival, Hawaiian International Film Festival, blah blah semua. Saya tonton tu because kami baru ni sebagai anime division Babas Pop, kita orang discuss pasal filem Boy and the Heron tau. So masa saya tengok, kami discuss tu, saya dah tengok NHK World punya 10 Years with Hayao Miyazaki 4 episodes. Anda boleh tengok dekat YouTube pula, internet, go to NHK World, you can watch it. Both documentaries are good. The NHK one a bit warts and all, very basic, very documentary NHK lah. Macam bukan dia tak ada soul, tapi dia macam dia nak tunjuk as it is. Nak tunjuk Miyazaki marah, nak tunjuk Miyazaki bengang. To the point that kadang-kadang kita tengok pun pressure. Tapi the other one, which is by Mami Sunada, yang masuk festival tu, she didn't spend 10 years with Miyazaki. She probably spent a year. She spent the time masa diorang buat The Wind Rises. Saya pernah ada buat komen dekat blog saya, in which that bukanlah dia nak sangat nak paint it with rose tinted lenses, but the thing is the experience of watching Sunada punya documentary was more pleasant, and dia tunjuk more Miyazaki in his happier state. Dia tak adalah macam, because macam NHK tu, the point tu kita boleh nampak tau, kadang-kadang director tu dengan kamera dia satu orang je. So was Mami Sunada, tapi macam dia tengah marah, dia duduk shoot lagi. Betul sampai Miyazaki jerit dia, "Woi, aku tengah kerja, aku tengah bengar ni. Kau belah boleh tak?" He would say things like that. You don't see that in Sunada, but dia paint it in such a way, not just they show the studio, benda-benda yang macam tunjuk pokok bergerak, tunjuk kucing cross jalan. So benda-benda macam tu, kalau documentary boleh buat to create a more pleasant feel. I know I'm going a bit long-winded lah to describe my bukan nak kata pasal tu Oshinoku ni kegempar, tak juga. Dia kalau dia punya director tak kerti convey the story, out lah. Okay, let's get on with it lah, because we got a few more to go. Category get suka Chainsaw Man. MN Syafiq jawab dekat Faiz, no. Sama, so editor sama dengan Anri kot. Ada bagi contoh AOT live action, yes, agree. Sayang lah, tapi dia punya Hangi cantik. Apa nama dia? Shit, she's very pretty, man. Nanti saya tulis. Tapi dia Ishihara, Satomi Ishihara, one of the prettiest actress in Japan, man. Oh, sayang. Lakon cerita macam tu. Anyway, onwards. Best anime song. Now we're talking. Idol by Yoasobi. Woo. Kickback by Kenshi Yonezu for Chainsaw Man. Station Complex by Keisoku Band, Bochi the Rock. Suzume Red Wind featuring Toaka for Suzume. This is the song yang ada perempuan yang yang tu. Yes, the Suzume song. Where Our Blue is Tatsuya Kitani for Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. And lastly, Work Shina Ringo dengan Millennium Parade. Personally, for me, this was a tough category to choose. Anri, what was your chosen song?
Yoasobi, by far. I know this because this is the most popular among all the selected in the category lah. Because aside from anime, I also watch VTubers, and I see a lot of VTubers singing this bullshit for the whole year. So I don't see what they did for the other songs lah. So they got my vote.
Aku at the end of the day, personally when I was voting this, I told myself, just don't think about it, just vote what you like.
Yeah.
So personally, I cannot do. I shouldn't do it. Oh, but that song was more popular, so I should vote for that. Doesn't matter. A song that you like, a song that you like. Tapi for me, susah gila. I like Idol. I like Kickback. I like Station Complex because I'm more of a rock music kind of person. So it's more organic. Suzume because I like, it touched my jiwa gila masa. In fact, when every time Red Wind pasang lagu Shinkai punya wayang, kebanyakan dia ni. Okay, where Our Blue is because I only watched Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 Core 2, so I wouldn't know what that is. And Work, I've watched Hell's Paradise, and I'm aware of Shina Ringo and Millennium Parade, and that song slapped. And Work is a modern sounding song in a movie that's about samurais, which is so like memang ni susah gila, macam nak pilih anak mana kau sayang. Tapi betul lah, I'm not being twisted by anybody, tapi Idol by Yoasobi slaps. I remember siapa tengok yang NHK punya show baru ni, tapi dia tak tunjuk banyak tau. Where they sang Idol with a bunch of idols. Sampai K-pop fan marah, kata, oh berani kau menggunakan kami punya K-pop singer sebagai penari background. The groups agreed to it. Nobody forced them to do it. And it was fantastic. Thinking about idol with idols. How cool is that, man? And then I envy you guys. Siapa yang dapat tengok YOASOBI dekat ZKL itu, aku respect gila pasal tiket habis cepat gila semua. And then, you know, I do hope they coming out in my direction when if they do, I better watch out for it. But yeah, they played baru ni after KL dia main Jakarta yang ada Pokemon kan. But anyway, anybody watch YOASOBI baru ni? Any comments? Got anything else to add? But yalah, in fact sebelum that live kat NHK tu pun ada satu from another concert, and then I saw them perform that song, and it was such a far cry from what I've imagined when I just listened to it. Because YOASOBI ni, I've heard of them prior to Idol. One of the earliest song was actually I found out about them was from a friend who sang a cover song, yang Kejar I Through the Night or something, which is about suicide. If you watch the video, the anime is about a pair of lovers jumping off a building. It's a happy sounding song, but the words are nothing to do with happiness. And then I watched Beastars. They sang on Beastars. Because masa tu aku tengah macam in the face of dengar all this Vocaloid groups yang like Yorushika, yang Yorushika was singing currently for Freerun season 1 core 2 punya opening. Yorushika is another good group yang grup YOASOBI je yang macam tak kisah tunjuk muka. Grup lain ni main belakang tabir lah, belakang curtain lah, macam it's a bit weird to find groups like this which is seen in Japan. Another one is a band that sang the Cinderella song from Komi Can't Communicate. Diorang pun tak tunjuk muka. Diorang band, ada drum, ada bass, ada gitar semua, tapi dalam video nampak tangan diorang main macam budak-budak buat cover. Yeah. So both of us are going for Idol YOASOBI. Syafiq says, aku suka lagu Work Paradise, tapi rasanya kita tahu YOASOBI akan menang. Yeah. I mean, aku vote pasal YOASOBI pun pasal lagu the best. Bukan pasal nak ingat dia akan menang. Don't want to lose out. And
the worst part is it's not my cup of tea now. It's not my cup of tea.
Kalau and Syafiq New Jeans pun jadi dancer background. Bukan New Jeans je, ramai gila. Orang berang gila. Dia jadi penari latar. Sanggup korang gunakan. Well, dia orang sanggup yang kau bising faham. Anyway, so that was best anime song. Let's go. Ganti Anri tak akan vote nombor 1 tu. Must protect at all cost character. Kategori yang paling anime sekali. Tak pernah tengok, takkan ada di Oscar, takkan ada di Golden Globe, takkan ada di Emmys. So, nombor 1, Anya Forger dari Spy Family. Hitori Goto, Bochi the Rock, Boji, Ranking of Kings, Miri Unasaka, Buddy Daddies, Pochita, Chainsaw Man, dan mana ni?
Hey, what do you think?
Tak. Kereta Mercury, Mobile Suit Gundam, The Witch from Mercury. Mana Mizi? Mizi kau vote Seleta kan? Anri voted for Anya, I know.
I voted for Hitori Goto.
Yeah, I knew it.
Yeah, Bochi.
Tapi
She's already her own enemy now, so she needs all the protection.
She is okay. Anya Forger is like the obvious because It's tailor-made, made to do this, makes you to vote this. But Itori Goto is like the author just described this odd person and then she just like go bonkers on TV. I'm like, I'm sorry. Agaknya itu terlalu gila punya vote yang apa orang panggil tanpa what's the word? The word will come to me lah. Starts with I. Jadi bodoh lah hari ni. Anyway, Boji dia comel. Tapi aku tak tahu lah, aku dia jahat kot macam tak minat. Miri Unasaka ni dia is the girl dia ada dua bapa or something like that. So she's like a brunette Anya. And Pochita pasal dia sekejap sangat. Dia comel-comel tapi dia sekejap sangat. I do have a plush. I bought one thinking I'll get one, I got two. Satu ada mulut buka, satu tak ada mulut. So I'm not selling it though, but it's one of those Korean game punya prizes. And Suleta Mercury, nothing to do with the wokeness ke apa, but Suleta I just find her irritating.
Yeah.
I mean kalau korang tengok kita orang punya perbincangan dekat ulasan kami tentang that bit of her being discussed a lot. Not because kami tak suka dia, tapi I think because she was written that way, because dia seseorang yang watak dia begitu, pasal upbringing dia tak ada bapa, mak dia pun jahat. So in a way kita tak boleh blame dia lah, dia macam tu. Pasal dia ni bukanlah bingai, tapi dia macam naif. She's very straight, very naive. But bukan I'm not saying it because macam aku sokong orang panggil dia tanuki ke apa, which is one of those Japanese raccoon. There's nothing to do with that, just annoying. But yeah, so it's like at the end of the day she grew up, I think, so she doesn't need protecting. Yeah, but I protect Bochi or Anya, but I voted for Anya. Let's see what we have. Emel Syafiq vote Bochi. Tak apa. Tak kira. Semua orang ada minat dia yang lain-lain. Tapi bukan tak suka pasal dia cacat ke apa. Kesian. Aku kesian kat dia. Tapi macam tak apalah, aku suka girls. Right. Onwards. Best Supporting Character, Arataka Reagan, Mob Psycho 100. Aduh, aku nak tengok Mob, tak pernah tengok. So sorry lah, aku kata dia tak bagus ke apa, tapi aku tak tahu apa-apa pasal dia karakter. Hanji Zoe, not from the live action version, but from the anime Attack the final season, the final chapters, yeah, special one. Kana Arima, Oshinoko, Power, Chainsaw Man, Satoru Gojo, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Suguru Geto, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. At the end of the day lah, untuk ni kita akan vote pada siapa kita suka lah. Anri, siapa kau minat?
This may irritate some people, but I choose Power lah for Chainsaw Man.
Power! Sama. Sorry guys. Power. Aduh, dia bodoh dia. Dia macam she's like a feral. Macam mana cakap? Dia macam binatang. Yalah dia bukannya.
Yeah, and best part, she's not actually supporting the hero now. She's like doing whole shit now.
Doing whole
but
shit.
Here's the thing.
It's literally what she did. Sorry, go ahead.
But here's the thing, even though she doesn't assist the hero, right, her actions can actually lay out the foundations on how the hero should act on the next stage now. So in a way that she's supporting her, the hero indirectly, so she can vote lah. The others is like too, it doesn't hit like power lah to me.
Sorry tadi glitch tu pasal aku nak try adjust to make that bigger, but it'll just messed up my. But I think just going to quickly test it. Yeah, you can see the pictures. That's fine. So because to any manga readers, you just shut up, don't say anything else. But for me, kalau katalah if I'm a Jujutsu Kaisen fan, I guess Gojo dengan Geto pasal diorang macam best friends dulu, and then you'll get lah the sims for one or the other. Tapi I find personally, from personal experience, Gojo will be the better one because he's funny. I've been watching this again and again yang masa it's one of those orang panggil omake bits at the end of the episode yang masa tu musim panas kat Jepun panas gila tau. So Gojo dengan Nobara bawah pokok macam lemah lengai. Lepas tu suddenly apa nama, oh fuck, that Denji is Chainsaw Man. Apa nama? Yuji is it? Yuji datang. Oi, Megumi kena kacau perempuan. Korang mesti tahu which episode ni. Lepas tu diorang macam, you go attack formation B. Wah, kejar semua kacau. Lepas tu kat ambil Megumi, buat lah macam kau kata kau sayang aku depan perempuan tu tau.
Sorry.
Betul tadi. Gojo datang totally different, pakai spek, pakai baju, handsome gila babi, berkilat-kilat. Because itu trope boys love. Dia kata, "Oi, dah lah, the sentence diguna pun Neko Dorobo ni perempuan akan guna kepada perempuan lain yang curi laki dia orang tau. Neko kucing, Dorobo tu pencuri. Kau kucing pencuri maknanya biasa man stealer lah. So dia kata, korang jangan kacau. Megumi ada practice biola dengan aku. Ini aku ajar kau main Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Tu punya. Bukan kena kacau perempuan. Perempuan tu tanya, mana station? Dia kata kat situ Betul. Megumi tengok kat diorang, wah, bangang ke bodoh ke. Tapi kan, I like that they have those bits, and then when you watch the actual story, then you kind of know what's going to happen to home, and you go like, alah, sedih lah. Jadi sedih lah. So, masalah aku dengan Jujutsu Kaisen, pasal aku tahu pasal cerita dia, as I said, not just from what I've watched, which is tunggal terbalik, dengan social media, semua orang beritahu ending lah, beritahu siapa mati lah, before the thing happen. Tu pasal aku tengok core 2 itu. Because aku tahu ada something happen, aku macam, babi lah korang. Terpaksa tengok. Dia tengok sedih. Anyway, so that's for Geto dengan ni lah. And Kanarima is the actress yang rambut merah tu. I don't watch Attack on Titan other than season 1. Other than knowing that Hanji is pakai spec, can be, I don't know, dia scientist kan. Regan Arataka lagi lah, aku tak tahu. And let's see who goes for home. MN Shafiq pemilih Arataka Regan from Mob 100, and so does category the Great. And then MN Shafiq menambah. Alhamdulillah. Kalau tengok season 3, Arataka ada memainkan peranan penting on character development, main character. Itu nak juga try. I only bought one volume. Belum baca. So bukan tak nak tengok, because I've been told about Mob, but I haven't gotten to watch it. I think it's Bones kot yang buat Mob, yang buat My Hero Academia. Ke Bones buat who did? But aku tengok One Punch Man dengan Mob totally
they did
different.
they change studio. They change studio for season 2.
Kan? Anyway, onwards. Pasal tak ada main perempuan dengan jantan ni sini. Best MC Hitori Goto, Bochi. Denji Chainsaw Man. Alah, Eren Yeager ni garanti lah orang vote. Attack on Titan final season, final chapter, special 1. Mob or Shigeo Kageyama for Mob Psycho 100. Monkey D. Luffy, One Piece, and Thorfinn from Vinland Saga season 2. Pilihan anda, Anri?
Thorfinn.
Aku tak tengok Vinland Saga, so aku tak boleh criticize, tak boleh kata apa. But Vinland Saga is one of those animes or manga, if you read them, which is top top dog lah. I mean, a very good IP. Aku tak tahu lah, aku mungkin hypocritical sikit lah. Kata, aku tak minat tengok benda-benda Eropah di IP Jepun ni. Untuk kau tengok Spy Family tu benda. Yeah, best MC. Who did I choose? Takkan aku pilih Denji kot. I think I pilih Bochi kot. Tak ingat
aku pilih Bochi. But I think I vote because I saw a lot of the episode. I think I think for you as well, also because you've invested a lot in Vinland and you know the story, and Thorfinn yang main character lah kan? Yalah, best MC. Yeah. And he got sent to this farm, right, to work as a slave now. So he's not your usual hero who was all the glory. Yes, his points.
In season 1, Thorfinn budak ke?
Yeah, budak. So you follow his journey from child to teen, young adulthood.
Yeah, because itulah pasal aku tak tengok Vinland Saga. Perhaps I would have changed my tone, but yeah, Bochi. As much as I like Denji dengan kebodohan dia pun, I mean, I think because Bochi datang habis.
Yeah.
Eren aku tak tengok, tapi kalau aku tengok, even if I've watched Attack on Titan pun, Eren Yeager feels like I'm voting it because kita semua minat karakter macam kau vote Luke Skywalker in Star Wars lah.
Yeah.
And whereas you know that you should vote for Han Solo. For example.
But you actually wanted to vote for Boba Fett.
Or something like that kan. Monkey D. Luffy pun macam Eren lah juga, because you know at the end of the day, if One Piece fans, a million of them like Monkey D. Luffy, nothing wrong with that. Aku tak tengok One Piece, tak baca. Actually kan, live action pun aku tengok separuh. Nanti aku tengok habis. Sumpah aku akan tengok, tak ada masa. And I enjoyed the first 3 episodes that I've watched. And I do have my manga still, I've not sold it all. So itulah best main character untuk kami. Sorry. Syafiq ada tambah. Betul lah, Studio Boon for Mob. Kategori memilih Thorfinn dari Vinland Saga. Syafiq memilih Denji sebab vision dan mission dia sangat unik dan berbeza dengan vision MC. Yeah, that's true. VC dan misi dia opai. tak, but dia lain daripada yang lain lah. Yeah. And dia pun macam tu bukan salah dia. Bapak dia mati tinggalkan hutang Yakuza macam bagai makan roti satu keping je. So poor that he had to sell half his gonads, sold his eyeball, sold his something else, I can't remember what else he sold. Kidney, I think. Eren pun berapa kali je, I guess for this particular season, berapa kali nampak dia. So, itulah. Best main character. Onwards. Best slice of life. This is not everybody's cup of tea. Macam slice of life ni macam umpama menonton, bak kata in English, watching paint dry. Kau cat dinding tu kau tengok sampai dia kering. Atau kau macam kucing tengok washing machine pusing. Tak ada apa pun cerita dia. Tapi untuk aku I don't think a slice of life genre exists outside Japanese animation. I don't think J-drama pun tak ada slice of life.
Ada.
Aku rasa the nearest nak kata.
But the slice of life kan is usually tied to some sort of backstory lah, macam ciptaan the first instant noodle cup or something like that lah, the restoran dari textile or something like that. There has to be some sort of dynasty involved lah.
Dia even tu pun akan ada drama. Aku macam ni, aku ingat buat contoh, saya ni child of the 70s. Pada anda yang so tua saya, di mana entertainment drama boleh digarap kan kepada siri radio, maknanya kau bukan tengok drama, kau dengar drama. RTM dulu buat siri radio nombor 5 persiaran 1. You know, it stories like that, or cerita macam opah drama. It is kind of slice of life, but at the end of the day, drama means there are events, there are certain things happening. Macam tengok Neighbours or Home and Away from Australia, for example. Ada je cerita dia macam neighbour ni bercurang dengan ni ke, atau anak ni datang.
That's not slice of life, that's already drama.
That's already drama kan? Slice of life ni dia macam memang tak ada apa happening. Dia macam dia kalau keon, yelah kita tengok dia orang pergi kedai makan. Adalah slight drama, tapi tak akan menjejaskan. You know, it just goes. It's like okay lah, aku letih lah, tengok lah, selalu duduk tengok happy, cute girls do cute things, for example. So that's okay. Anyway, category dia Bocchi the Rock, Do It Yourself, Horimiya, The Missing Pieces, Insomniacs After School, My Love Story with Yamada-kun at Level 999, dan Skip and Loafer. A bit difficult for me because I am aware of a lot of titles. I've read some of it, I've seen some of it, but the only thing that I've watched sampai habis was Bocchi the Rock. What's your choice from this?
I had trouble selecting this category because to me, right, Skip and Loafer, Do It Yourself, and Bocchi, right, slice of lives kan yang betul-betul entertaining for that particular year tau. Or I almost choose Do It Yourself, but Bocchi the Rock edged through by a few margins lah. Because it's more entertaining to me lah. You know, Do It Yourself is inspirational. Bocchi the Rock is both inspirational and funny lah. So it won in the end lah. If you know, Do It Yourself is what a bunch of girls who created a Do It Yourself club after school now. They build stuff lah, cabinets and shit. And then at the end they want to build a tree house for the punya foreign friend before she goes overseas balik lah. So they had like 1 year project.
Okay. Pilihan saya adalah obviously Bocchi the Rock, but hear me out first. I did watch Do It Yourself, tapi tahan 2-3 episod je. For some reason, it's not that aku tak tahu dia slice of life. It didn't do it for me lah. There was some clever joke. Cerita ni set in the future kan?
Yeah, in the future with those drone delivery kan?
Kan? Dia boleh naik benda terapung. I mean, it's not like set in present day, tapi cerita dia nampak dekat poster, you ingat cerita sekarang. Tapi one funny thing aku ingat from the cerita, I have to look it up because I remember what it was, but not in pasal nama main character dia. Main character dia Yua Serufu. Serufu tu nama depan dia, Yua tu nama keluarga dia. Yua Serufu. So Yua Serufu in Japan, in Japanese, yourself. So because of the fact when you write it in kanji, jadi your Serufu, because S-E se L tak ada, so L jadi R-U, Seru F ada U, Serufu. So do it Serufu, do it your Serufu. So tapi tak, tentulah cerita dia ada apa nak cakap dia punya neighbor yang nama Purin tu ke yang macam sombong, macam garang.
Ya. What which?
Who was the foreigner?
Obviously lah, this one short blonde girl, you know, who's
ni yang nama Juliet Queen Elizabeth VIII ni. The 12-year-old guitar prodigy from America. Due to a spelling and she lives. Yeah, so I'll probably give it a chance to watch it next when I have some time. The reason I watched it was because I realized Ayane Ru was voicing one of the characters, so a bit of a reason yang tak bagus. Horimiya, I've heard about it. I dulu terfikir nak tengok, people say it's quite a good high school romance. Tapi ada orang cakap arah tuju dia at the end macam where is the story going? So banyak orang macam complain, macam I thought it was supposed to be a good ni, tapi ada orang tak ni sangat. Insomniac After School, I did think of looking at it, but then I thought the similarity to Yofukashi no Uta, which is yang vampire girl malam-malam tu, apa nama? Yang mamak ni pun insomniac juga, tapi dia bukan ramai-ramai insomniac, dia seorang je insomniac, tapi terjumpa vampire girl nama Nazuna yang mata juling tu. Yofukashi no Uta is the name of the Japanese title of it. And Skip and Loafer is more like dia macam slice of life yang macam K-On, dia slice of life yang mengarut tau. Bukanlah mengarut, macam can be a bit far-fetched. Skip and Loafer slice of life yang so real that you could as well make it into a drama ke, atau apa benda? So macam it's about a girl who's from the kampung and dia pergi Tokyo. So and then on the first day of school she was late, and then she met a guy at the train station who helped her to get to school. I'll get to school, and it started out quite nicely because I actually have the manga, which I still haven't finished reading yet. So when I watch the anime, I think, it's very similar to the manga lah. So much so that there is no difference. So kepada siapa yang macam nak sangat manga tu sebiji, macam tengoklah cerita Skip and Loafer. It'll be nicer because now it's in color. You can hear the people talking. The Yofukashi no Uta was Call of the Night. So at that time I was thinking, nak tengok another one about somebody who cannot sleep ke, tapi so I didn't follow up that one lah. So yeah, I chose Pochi the Rock. Sounds like I had no choice. But pasal aku tengok betul-betul yang tu je, so I voted that one. Sorry, you wanted to add something? Did you want to add something? Tak. No. Okay. Okay, kategori pilih Insomniac After School. Syafiq pilih Pochi lah kot. Kategori menambah Insomniac After School best. Alright, so best slice of life. Onwards, best drama. Okay, the obvious ones coming up again. Tapi at the end of the day, on one hand you can say, alah, Cacik pilih tu, tapi dah benda tu drama, nak buat macam mana? Takkan dia tak boboh. Tapi Attack on Titan final season, the final chapter season special 1, Heavenly Delusion, which I'll speak about. My Happy Marriage, which I shall speak about. Oshinoko, To Your Eternity Season 2, Villain Saga Season 2, and Anri will choose Villain Saga?
Yes, correct.
No, I'm not criticizing, but it's supposed to be, it is one of the best dramas out there, which I happen to not watch nor read. Yeah. Are they consistent throughout, like from season 1 to 2? I mean, yes. Storytelling there. The
every episode, there's always one scene or one flashback or one word that's going to inspire you lah. It's a mainly drama series lah. Toffee punya most famous line from that season is I want to be a strong man, I want to be kind, because that was he believed his strength is. My father said a kind man is a very strong man, and you don't have any enemies because when you are born, right, you're not enemies with anyone. So if you continue to be that way, right, you live a peaceful life and you will have enemies unless you choose to have enemies. So it's a very inspirational series now. So every episode for that particular season hits in the kokoro lah kata orang.
Betul.
Mainly drama. It's not like, oh, you slapped my husband, you fuck you bitch.
Itu melodrama. Okay. Now, this is one of the things in which probably kira illustrate lah the point of ada sebabnya kita tak include fall season 2023 pasal recency bias atau bias apa cakap Melayu kalau aku ni bukannya keluar sekejap nak kawak recency bias pasal benda tu kita baru tengok fresh in our mind, because slice of life kalau they include fall season 2023, you'll have free run, mampus yang lain-lain tu. Kalau best drama pun boleh free run lagi, boleh bukan gushing for magical girl. Shit, apa
itu bukan drama, itu shocking drama.
I mean, there were like a couple of good ones that could easily. Okay, Heavenly Delusion. I saw a bit of it. But actually, I saw it because aku beli manga dia because somebody was describing this I don't know, aku macam ni tau, aku bukan tak nak tengok, dah tengok separuh, tapi macam comes to a point that sometimes when I come back from work, I just want to be happy sikit, boleh tak? Because I don't have a time to watch a story, suddenly kawan kau muka potong dua. It's like, I don't need this shit now. So aku ingat nak tengok Heavenly Delusion at a separate time, because this is a very good seinen about a world in the future where the planet was invaded by the bloody monsters, and then and pretty much habis lah Tokyo desolated gila lah. So cerita ni ada the long and short of it is there was a girl who came to this girl and said, deliver this guy to heaven, and heaven is the name of a place. So they had to find heaven. They're not sure what it is, but they travel. At the same time, cerita ni tunjuk the situation in heaven. Heaven is like a school or institution where they were all children of a particular ability or type. So by the time I was stopped reading it, I cannot tell you more about it. But that's got something to do with the boy. I didn't put it on the cover. Dia macam bakugu sikit, rambut pacak-pacak. So, apa relation dia dengan heaven tu? Adakah dia seseorang yang ada? Tapi cerita ni very well done lah. Typical lah. Macam probably it's like I've not watched played the game Last of Us. It's kind of like two people traveling and the girl is the survivalist here lah. I mean she's clued up, knows what to do in the time travel. So and it was done by I think Madhouse did the animation at the time when Madhouse kan production IG, but it's one of the studios yang jenis class established studios yang macam dah lama tak tengok korang buat anime. My Happy Marriage was another one, and it looked so good when they showed the trailer. I think we were talking about it even, but again aku nak tengok because cerita ni a bit melodramatic sikit because ada adegan mak mertua ke sister tiri ke apa yang
so I didn't get my vote because it reminds too much of apa drama Melayu tau. It annoys me. Oh, so you have an asshole mother-in-law, you have an asshole in-laws. Why can't you just leave?
That's it. That's the word. Apothecary Diaries. Imagine if we had recency by Apothecary Diaries masuk ni, mampus diorang all this drama slice of life ni. So bagus juga. So I'm looking forward to see it included for next year. To Your Eternity season 2 again. I know the premise. I've not watched it. It's one of those free run-ish It doesn't matter lah who comes first. I know you To Your Eternity was here first because dia eternal, because he immortal. So biasalah siapa yang dia jumpa akan satu hari akan mati. That kind of story, which for example I don't feel left out not watching it. Mungkin konsep cerita dia lain ke apa, tak apalah. Sekarang ni aku tengah handle melodrama dalam Frieren because dia elf yang hidup. Dia tak immortal tapi dia lifespan dia lama. Kawan-kawan, orang yang dia sayang semua meninggal di mata dia. Sedangkan untuk dia rasa macam 50 tahun tu macam seminit. Not that because dia dah biasa living for 1,000 years. So 50 years for her is like tak ada apa-apa. And obviously Vinland Saga I've not watched it. So after all that, I don't know lah. I had to choose something that I watched partially. So I think I voted for Heavenly Delusion just because that was the most that I've read and watched among this list. And I thought, because I liked it, not because I think it deserves to win ke apa. Okay, let's see what chat says. Evan Shafiq, To Your Eternity Season 2 tak tengok lagi, so kau pilih Vinland Saga. Good choice. Category the Great for drama, My Happy Marriage. Yup. And Evan Shafiq menambah Happy Marriage just cliche old school romance drama. Yeah, tapi sometimes some people like to watch old school romance drama kalau dah lama tak tengok walaupun cliche. Yeah, Heavy Delusion lebih kepada fantasy, science fiction lah, science fiction fantasy lah. But it's like, it's bila bab-bab yang macam rasa gripping tu memang gripping lah. For example, I stopped. The last episode was they were on a ship, kapal, and then ikan yang ada kaki tu start attack diorang, and it was at that time a bomb was dropped. With regard to the character status, we shall not say anything in case anybody wants to watch this. But yeah, so that was our vote, my vote and Andre's vote. Okay, this is a funny thing, best fantasy. Pasal awak akan tengok the first title tu, Demon Slayer, and you go, ini fantasy. I think a lot of people menggunakan lensa barat di mana fantasi adalah Lord of the Rings. Untuk saya, fantasy is fantasy lah. Anything that's not fantastical kan, everything yang not yang di luar science fiction. Science fiction can have fantastical element. Example kan Star Wars is a good mainstream example. So Demon Slayer is a fantasy because di mana dunia ada demon yang berlega macam ni in real life. Hell's Paradise is similar to that. So tak ada dungeon, tak ada knight, tak ada elf. Doesn't have to be fantasy. Oh, tahun depan punya dungeon, Delicious in Dungeon, penyokong besar. Hell's Paradise, Mashura, Magic and Muscles. Next, Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation Season 2. Then Ranking of Kings, The Treasure Chest of Courage. Because of the fact that this was actually a spin-off and it was shown in that period, I think the actual Ranking of Kings was the year before. The Ancient Magus' Bride Season 2. I have not watched everything, but Anri, pilihan anda untuk Best Fantasy.
But this was easy. Mushoku Tensei. Best isekai, best fantasy on the list. The rest doesn't even compare, especially Marshall. Come on, man, that's like a diet fairy tale lah.
Marshall for me, as much as aku tengok sikit-sikit je,
it's fun.
It's like a Harry Potter comedy, you know, kind of thing. Because that's one of the things that turned me off it, because it's like it's so formula dia sangat. I mean, okay lah, tak ada sebiji je. Tapi the fact that you are learning to be a wizard in a castle, then kita dah tengok dan baca Harry Potter, can't help but go to not compare. And then when you compare, then you feel like, can't be bothered lah. Aku nak tengok anime waifu ke apa kan. So macam, Mushoku Tensei sekali lagi, aku apologize kepada diri aku sendiri pasal tak tengok. So I've got a lot to watch lah, because I've not watched season 1, let alone season 2. Regardless of what I've heard about it, because cerita dia. Tapi itulah. I'm not disagreeing with your choice. Aku tak akan vote Demon Slayer. Okay, this sounds a bit. I think because I don't like Demon Slayer season 3 as much.
That's cool.
Because as much as orang cakap, oh banyak demon, banyak fight, tapi aku bab macam, pada siapa yang minat Star Wars, for me Sportsmith Village arc ni seumpama Empire Strikes Back. And don't get me wrong, Empire Strikes Back is a bloody good film. Tapi aku sebagai seorang budak 9 tahun masa tu, bengang gila bila tengok aku punya favourite group of people dipecahkan. Like macam Luke kena belajar jadi Jedi, tu Han Solo dengan Princess kena pergi tempat lain, kapal terbang, spaceship dia orang rosak semua. Tapi there is a reason lah for that thing to happen, for that ada character development, blah blah blah. Tapi you are 9. I don't care about character development. I don't care about that. I'm like, tapi seronok lah tengok Star Wars kan, ada Darth Vader, blah blah blah, I'm your father, that kind of shit. But it's the same case because I really miss Inosuke and slightly less Zenitsu because they're annoying. Tapi macam, but there is a development in this arc. It's really important. And I'm not too keen with the next arc either, because I've read the manga sampai habis. So this next arc ni macam okay, Hashira training arc. There will be certain exposition. So it's like for me, best fantasy, it incorporates everything lah. Jalan cerita, penyampaian, penceritaan, apa cara dia buat. I cannot argue Ufotable punya work on it is fantastic. I'm not arguing against that, but because of the fact that I didn't enjoy it because we are voting for the season, bukan voting for the series. I'm voting for Hell's Paradise because I quite like it. Hell's Paradise was it's sayangnya sekali dia cliffhanger lah. Manga dia dah habis. So, but the thing is, it was done by Mappa. And you can tell certain bits of it you can see. They didn't pay as much attention to the making of it as compared to how they did Jujutsu Kaisen. Probably because I can't remember they were showing Jujutsu Kaisen in the same year as well kan. Dia punya banyak benda yang buat dengan tak cukup masa nak buat kerja, nak buat all these titles. Dah lah title best tu. I quite like Hell's Paradise. The concept of it, the power staging, as Munif would say. I mean, the concept of where the power comes from, it's a bit unique lah. It's all based on Eastern mysticism, like and beliefs like Taoism and semua. So lain dari yang lain lah. I guess if I watched Mushoku Tensei, I'll probably vote for it and probably trying to argue. But yang lain tu tak sangat lah. Ranking of Kings again, aku tengok sikit yang the main series, tapi just to vote on spin-off to say best fantasy, I think because of tak ada fantasy lain last year, not including Goblin. Goblin tu because dia Goblin Slayer was Windfall. Ancient Mage's Bride, I know nothing about, so sorry lah if we can't say anything else about it. You got anything else to add?
Nah, this one is fully assembled category, if you ask me lah. I'm pretty sure there are some fantasy series that appeared, but they just don't appear because it's not. They want to avoid all those isekais lah, and they just put Mushoku Tensei because it's the best isekai that has been made for that particular year tau.
Okay. Aku dah tulis tadi kategori The Great comment tu kita dah tengok tadi, tapi ada komen daripada Syafiq selepas tu. Aku tak nak tunjuk because takut spoil ke orang, tapi alah, bukan aku nak tidur dengan dia pun. Syafiq pilih Hell's Paradise. Tapi betul lah, masa dia cakap tu aku macam spoil siang. Anyway, so and then category Ancient Magus' Bride Season 2, Gosh, I have no idea what it's about. What is it about?
It's about this Magus trying to marry this red-headed girl and try to soften her into his lifestyle lah, basically.
Ya, Magus. Right. Aku nak tengok gambar dia je at the very least. Oh, yang macam macam kambing oh. Ni was it like fall 2022 or something, because it feels like a long time ago.
The first one came a long some time ago.
I don't know, but because I said this year's nomination includes anything from October to December 2022.
Yeah.
So it's been around for a while, short from 2016. Oh, okay. Kata Unigrade, kata rusa. Aku bagi dia apa? Kambing
Same species lah.
Sama 2023. Okay.
You can say Crunchyroll also correct lah.
Crunchyroll got no horn tu. Cakap pasal rusa ni, ada satu manga ni tau, quite nice. Aku tak ingat nama dia pun, it's like a Western fantasy, but it's actually Japanese. Dia punya binding dia hitam, smart gila, macam buku klasik. Okay, kaki pukul semua, best action. On Titan lagi, final season, the final chapter season, special 1. And yes, Bleach. 1,000-year blood war, the separation. That'll be the separation. That'll be core 2. Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Space Village Arc or Season 3, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, dan One Piece. Title yang nak bagi apa pun semua boleh bergaduh lah. What's your choice, Anri?
Demon Slayer.
Slayer. Yeah. I can't fault you for that actually. Yeah, the fights were fucking good.
The visuals were great. That's just what I'm saying. If you want to say the most hype, it's going to be One Piece lah. People talking about it.
Itu hype. Hype doesn't mean anything. You know, one man's poison is another man's meat. So, one man's poison is a million men's meat. You know, because I don't watch it. I mean, but it's a bit difficult to be. Kadang-kadang dalam fandom ni ada dua type of orang lah. Orang yang jenis macam still hold on to it, but then you are now 45 years old, holding on to a thought that you've held on since you were 13, and then not budging. So itu kau punya hal lah. But a lot of people, I think, would evolve over the years. You know, you get older. You know, aku macam kecil dulu, bengang gila. Kenapa Oscar tahun 81 Star Wars tak menang Best Picture? Mana ada wayang-wayang bodoh semua ni? You know, it's like things like that. It's like, yelah, Star Wars bukannya. So susah juga lah. But I'm not faulting you. For me, Chainsaw Man was bloody good. Probably because I've read. Itulah, because susah. Bleach, I like Bleach because I'm really like I'm so impressed that the studio managed to make it better than what it was before. The separation would be the episodes yang mana yang ended with what's his name, glasses, Uryu living for Iwah punya group kan. So oh God, I can't remember who I voted for. It'll be between Bleach, Chainsaw Man and Demon Slayer lah for me. But if you ask me now, because for me the one that the topmost best done action scene in Demon Slayer for me cannot beat the one where Uzui lawan siapa, that demon yang pakai sickle. When masa tu dia dah tangan kudung dah. So he used his his newly found technique, because that one tak kisahlah pakai komputer ke pakai apa ke, it was a sight to behold lah. Dah lah aku tengok yang Munir marah gila tengok wayang compilation, kata wayang baru, memang wayang compilation, but I actually watched that compilation film, so that meant I got to watch that fight scene on a big screen with proper big speakers. I mean, here pun boleh tengok big screen. Aku ada TV 55 inci duduk dekat sikit, jadilah panggung kan. Tapi macam lain dah boleh tengok ke panggung wayang. So best gila. So itulah nostalgia versus objectivity. I cannot argue Demon Slayer was good, so I probably vote for Demon Slayer. I might be voting something else last time, but kalau tanya kau ini, aku vote Demon Slayer, just like you.
If Demon Slayer wasn't there, I choose Chainsaw Man, because the scene where apa nama perempuan yang selalu takut tu, apa?
Makima.
No.
Oh, yang mata sebelah tu, yang dia punya.
No, that one yang pelakot tu.
Oh, apa? Himeno. Himeno yang tutup mata tu. Guys, help! Kobeni ya. Kobeni
mamuk lagi. Oh, shit. This is
that was good.
That was good.
Yeah.
It's unexpected.
Yeah, that was despite the fact it was
very
short.
Alone kan. Wow. Okay, apa action.
The panjat atas ulat tu. Okay. Kategori great. Jujutsu Kaisen.
Okay.
Syafiq vote Demon Slayer. Alright. Okay. Anyway, so that's for best action lah. You know, I'm not saying that all these titles don't have good action, they do, but at the end of the day, when you have people with different
you gotta choose one.
You gotta choose one, and at the end of the day, as much kalau dari, I don't think they have. I'm not sure whether they're gonna have results yang based on fans only ke tak, but that will be based on numbers lah. Kalau kau macam berkatalah kau boleh pakat satu dunia, mari kita kawan-kawan daripada peminat One Piece kita vote, jangan bagi chat tu lain cerita lah. Tapi
you know what I am thinking, they're going to get the votes kan for this particular category, and they're going to choose the two highest votes out, and then the judges kan will make a split decision between these two. This is how I'm seeing it.
Yeah, nanti kita tengok. I'm not sure whether how they. I think they do explain how they're going to judge this, but yeah, the judges will look at it. Best comedy.
Best comedy. Okay.
No. You wanted to say that something or no?
Yeah, because if it's just a one vote, it's just a popularity contest now. So the judges will not get involved.
Yeah. That's why they have the judges anyway, provided they themselves are not biased as well lah. Tapi yalah, they have this popularity contest in a way. Right.
Best comedy, we don't have to say much. It's Bocchi the Rock.
Bocchi the Rock. Number 2, Buddy Daddies, the Spy Family copycat. Mashura Magic and Muscles, the Harry Potter copycat, which I have not watched, so it would be unfair. Spy Family, I know it's funny, but anyway, Urusei Yatsura. Now, that's another contender though. And Zone 100 is not too shabby either. And you choose Bocchi. Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you watched any of the other ones?
Yeah.
I'm asking if you any comments. I think Bocchi at the end of the day, macam kita dah sentuh lah. I mean, like you said lah, Hitori Goto is the own worst enemy, and I love the portrayal of how she goes into meltdown and blah blah. It's good. The thing was, I watched Urusei Yatsura because as somebody yang pernah dengar IP ni dulu, tapi tak ada chance nak tengok the original ones. So the story is so old that the current incarnation of Urusei Yatsura, pelakon yang jadi Lam tu jadi mak kepada hero tu.
Yeah.
And vice versa, pelakon yang jadi the lelaki tu is now his father, you know, because they are still alive. But they bagi chance lah, bagi nafas baru. And Urusei Yatsura, the new incarnation, is done by David Production, the company that makes JoJo. Jokes there are a bit dated, but it's slapsticky and okay lah. If I kind of enjoyed Urusei Yatsura more than, I mean, okay, watch it, don't get me wrong, I like it. I think I voted for Urusei Yatsura this time. I might be wrong, but I think I did. So 100, like you said, dia lawak tapi macam not up there lah compared to the other ones. And then spoiled by the fact that, like you say itu kan, bila dia berhenti halfway, dia potong steam. And then nak macam hype tu dah macam turun. Lama pada tu. Because dia sama 2023. And then we have to watch the conclusion at nearly the end of fall 23. But nonetheless, it still was good. But yeah, I give my vote to Urusei Yatsura for this. Syafiq. Masyura. Nice one on Soul's category. And Syafiq explain Masyura punya joke macam One Punch Man punya joke. In my short experience of watching One Punch Man punya anime, I think I can see where you're coming from. Because I think at the moment season 2 dia macam is the current tournament arc kan, dia orang ada exam, if I'm not mistaken lah. So season 2 dia sekarang at the moment for winter 2024. Onwards, best romance. Horimiya, The Missing Pieces. Insomniacs After School. My Happy Marriage. My Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 999. Kip and Loafer and Tomo-chan is a Girl. Anri, pilihan anda.
I chose Tomo-chan. Yeah, because most of them I don't watch it, except for Tomo-chan.
You went for Tomo-chan?
Yeah. Besides, I have a thing for tomboys. So, that's my excuse lah.
Dia macam ni tau. Aku nak Horimiya atau My Happy Marriage, tapi aku tak, dengan ni My Love Story with Yamada-kun at 999 tu nak tengok tau. That's another one where my girlfriend is frosty or cold or whatever it was. Probably that was fall 23 kot. That's why dia tak masuk. Tapi pasal aku tak tengok, so aku tak ada chance. And for all the reasons that I told myself, hey, go watch lah that level 999, because you said you watch that little episode from the YouTube video, you like it, you tengok lah. Tak tengok juga. In the end, I kept gravitating towards Tomo-chan is a Girl because I started to watch it and I wanted to finish it. Itu pun I'm still at midway, and it's actually quite an interesting romance in the sense that at first I thought it was rubbish, but actually it's got some heart in it. You know, it's not just a stupid comedy about girl ni nak pakai seluar ke apa. It's actually quite good because the dynamic between the three of them kan, the childhood friend what was the name of the girl yang rambut biru, dia baik dengan the guy kan, bukan Tomo-chan ke, dia baik dengan
dia baik dengan everyone, cuma dengan the boyfriend tu je.
But she used to like the boy kan.
She used to date
dulu.
Yeah.
Used to date. So it was like that. You kind of find out the dynamic of them later. So cerita ni bukan, it's not a stupid story lah. So it's got something to go on. I think that was what made me tengok lagi lah, tengok something wrong. So it's like I'm choosing Tomo-chan just because that's the only one I watch properly. Half properly pun. Because aku tak habis lagi. You know, as much I can tell myself, aku rasa My Happy Marriage tu lagi hebat. You know, yelah aku cakap sekarang pasal aku tengok animation je dari trailer. Tak pernah tengok lagi, tak tengok lagi dia punya drama pukul 7 punya, you know, shenanigans. And again, Horimiya was supposed to be good and people say it was crap. But anyway, let's see what we got for chat. Category went for Tomo, and Shafiq Pikil. Drama Pukul 7 Happy Marriage. See, I'm not going to go to you, but you know, I'm sure it's good. But I even got those two the couple there on the YouTube punya ni. Okay, best art direction. Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, Hell's Paradise, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Oshinoko, Zom 100. I got a feeling I know what my answer is already, but Anri.
Is it really a mystery? It's gonna be Demon Slayer.
Sama lah. Same.
No, much. Everyone's good, but when it comes to Demon Slayer, it's like 2 steps above the competition. Yeah. We've seen it since the first season. They never drop in terms of visual realization the art, the drawing, the graphics, everything, and it's top notch. It's like the only people who can touch it now is Ufotable at this point.
No, Ufotable lah buat Demon Slayer.
Yeah, they go.
But this is the thing tau. Macam Ufotable kan, every time they buat announcement, and they never shy away from making announcements yang nampak macam mendabik dada, because well, in a way they can afford to. I remember even before season 3 punya announcement, what they have is masa dia orang nak announce that compilation film tu, the Ufotable producer yang pakai spec tu, dengan they would have the entire cast, the main cast out there. Lepas tu kena COVID, dia boboh lah all the plastic shielding, and dia kata and promise to fans this season you'll see better animation, better techniques, better technology. And they are right. They, you know, walaupun cerita season 3 ni, as far as I'm concerned, is not as good as season 2, but that's not the reason for you to not put your heart and soul in making the animation look good and art direction look good ke apa. So, and they delivered, you know, flipping neck, man. Masa, and remember kita nak cakap, you pun mention about macam how to convey emotions daripada on how you you know set the scene and that kind of thing. Remember the bit, again spoiler alert kepada siapa yang tak tonton, you should know this by now. Nezuko can now tahan the matahari and speak. You know that scene tu dengan cara the lighting, the camera work is just adds to the feels, dengan music dia semua, dengan memang dia masalah kan. You see the sun bounce over her head tau. And then you can see sesiapa yang minat kamera, tangkap gambar, tahulah apa yang kita orang cakap ni. Tapi macam sorry man,
they drew this. I don't care the user pen or whatever, they drew this. Okay.
Apa tahu, aku punya experience dengan Ufotable a long time ago was this adaptation of a game called God Eater. It was an almost 100% CGI venture, and aku tengok, tapi it wasn't too bad either. The jalan cerita was crap. I think because there's only so much you can adapt from a game trying to make it ada cerita ke apa kan. I liked it for the wrong reason lah, because one of the characters is a Russian girl that has a big sword.
I just want to add kan, Zom 100 kan, dia punya art style kan is unique, it's fun, crazy, it's funky. But when it comes to superiority, right? Demon Slayer has the biggest dick. The dick step all the way. If Disney masuk campurkan, it's all dick step in the mouth twice.
The goat with the biggest dick. So itulah, back to that Ufotable there. So aku tengok siapa Fast Studio ni, Ufotable. So
Ufotable is the only person who can defeat Ufotable.
I know, but the point I'm making is this: is that when subsequent anime, aku tak ingat siapa lagi. Ufotable yang buat God Eater tu, alamak bagus ke? So when I watch Demon Slayer, I was like, whoa, they've definitely gone. It's a far cry lah from the God Eater days. I can tell you.
Let me ask you a question. Add one more title here. Fate Stay Night, Heaven's Feel, right? Do you think Demon Slayer will still have a chance?
Fate Stay Night, dia ufotable kan?
Still ufotable, yeah.
I've never watched any Fate, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, it's... you better watch it lah, dude.
Tapi kalau that particular series was done a few years ago, probably dari segi technology, they were not as good ke macam mana?
It was not as good, but the way they lay it out, right? It's...
Would you vote that Fate over Demon Slayer now or what?
I still vote for Demon Slayer because of the technique yang digunakan is great. Yeah. Give credit what it's due lah.
Yeah. Okay, I think this is the correct category. Category punya category. Oshinoko, he chose that.
Well, he's a fan of that style, so that's not wrong.
Yeah. Shafiq mentioned Kimetsu versus Mappa. Yes, you correctly pointed. Not correct because nak kata Mappa salah tak, tapi it's like dari segi objektif, if you're being objective about it, Mappa memang okay. Setengah orang kata kau ni tengok anime macam pakai magnifying glass ke? But no, because masa aku tengok Hell's Paradise, aku tengok wait, apasal muka sengit, perut jadi macam, aku tak kisah kalau style dia macam tu, tapi is it meant to be like this? And I think dekat Jepun dah keluar dah Blu-ray dia. I think somebody on the net, they actually put the two comparison. I mean, kadang-kadang memang Blu-ray untuk any anime tak kisah Demon Slayer ke apa, akan bertukar to make it, they will make it better. But I have no time lah to do these comparisons. But from the get-go masa tengok, it slightly kacau because kau dah macam, I wasn't looking for it, but after months of listening to things on the net about, oh, look at the animation crap because they have been rushing, then you can't help but notice, go, apa hal? And let's see, Nezuko dengan Ichigo Kimetsu punya version. Nezuko kan Ichigo Kimetsu. Okay, faham. Okay, right, onwards. God, we're 2 hours already, man. Best cinematography. Ada Demon Slayer?
Yeah.
Sorry,
you know my vote.
Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, Heavenly Delusion, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Vinland Saga Season 2. Dan kami berkata Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
You know,
I almost choose Vinland, but in terms of cinematography, right? Come on lah.
Yalah.
Demon Slayer.
Nothing else to say lah. Kita pun dah macam wax lyrical on Best Art Direction, which already involved. I guess Best Art Direction kalau dalam segi kita bincang mengenai filem, we can talk about how they did, I don't know, matte painting ke apa, if they do matte painting these days. But
these two categories are based on presentation, so it's basically more or less the same thing now.
Yeah, cinematography, I guess dari segi macam how the shots were done lah. So obviously in animation you don't have an actual camera, but you as a director, you know, when you do your storyboard, when you do your storyboarding, it's pretty much telling people how the camera shot will be like. So essentially, best cinematography will probably equivalent to best storyboarding lah. But yeah, Demon Slayer, sorry lah. I mean, I like the fight in Chainsaw Man. I've not watched Attack on Titan. Heavenly Delusion was actually quite good as well, in the sense macam any of the attack done by the monsters, you know, the way that they shot it, the way that they storyboarded it, and bab macam ikan yang cakap ikan ada kaki naik kapal tu, you know, it's not just a straightforward gambar straight dia, gambar dia angle herok sampai smart juga lah dia buat. Tapi so yelah, we go by what we like. So category voted for Vinland and Shafiq, ini memang kita as we said, memang Kimetsu ni category can't be helped lah, tak dapat then nak nolong. Alright, let's go for best director. Now, best director in an animation setting, I think it's based on you do have a general director for the whole season, but if you were to look at Wikipedia, sometimes you could tengok director dia lain. Tapi kata director dia yang ni. Memang director satu, one overarching director. But I guess sometimes they will make the episodes done at the same time go apa. So you got macam the sub directors directing the different episodes. So the main director might be of a season might direct the first and the last or anything that's got the fanciest animation because dia nak buat direction. Orang bawah dia will obviously ikut apa the main director suruh lah, and then subsequently ikut ke bawah lah. I personally don't admit to memorizing, but for me the only director dalam kepala aku yang aku tahu are the film ones, but not really TV ones. But we'll see lah who we have here. So we got Yuichiro Hayashi for Attack on Titan, Keiichiro Saito for Bocchi the Rock, Ryu Nakayama for Chainsaw Man, Hirotaka Mori for Heavenly Delusion, Shota Goshozono for Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, and Daisuke Hiramaki for Oshinoko. Before I ask you, Andrew, which one do you think? For me kan, benda macam ni macam if penyampaian cerita dia come out bagus, then main direction dia bagus lah. Regardless lah whether the adaptasi dia tak ikut sangat buku ke, it depends. If the director is really good in having a vision to convey the story as the original story would have been intended, then it should be alright. What's your choice?
I vote this based on the scenes kan yang slaps tau, yang presentation dia apa actually works or connects, yang hit tau. Bocchi the Rock. Every scene, the funny scenes, the music scenes, the character building scenes, it's all it hits everything. Chainsaw Man, some scenes kan macam leaves you apa macam okay, that doesn't make sense. Why don't we just continue down this path instead of this path? Bocchi the Rock apa everything. It's like a series kan yang doesn't have much time to explore, elaborate, and everything you get kan apa actually works, and you have to be content with that. That's how I feel.
I think I voted for Chainsaw Man. I think mostly because the only two series aku tengok from this list is Bocchi and Chainsaw, and aku tak pilih Chainsaw.
But a lot of the scenes yang aku tengok kan, especially the end part, right, it just annoys me now.
Which one?
I mean the flashbacks, apa like the garden, whatever this stuff. Apa Heavenly Delusion has had a lot of promise to me, but after watching it for some time, kan, I'm like, it's going to become a slow burn, just like Hell's Paradise.
So aku tak tengok habis lagi Heavenly Delusion, so aku tak sure sangat. So aku pilih Ryu Nakayama because I had no complaints with his adaptation of what I have read. Macam, don't get me wrong, Bocchi was enjoyable, but I think dari segi impact experience aku, Bocchi ada manga, don't get me wrong, tapi so does K-On. And then dah lah K-On kata Bocchi punya anime manga dia macam K-On sikit, dia macam cerita 4 panel. Tak cerita 4 panel, mana banyak, you know right, those cartoon strip you watch in the newspaper, in one strip dah habis lah cerita dia. It's meant to put so Bocchi the Rock was something like that, and so was K-On, but in a way they did that. When the artist did those short strips, they are meant to be shown in continuity so you can have a story. So for me, because Chainsaw Man dalam cerita agak dalam kepala aku dah tengok, aku dah baca buku cerita dia, I've seen it, and then I was well impressed. I mean, not going to, as I said, guna magnifying glass nak tengok at every single pixel, say salah tu. But for me, he's done it well lah. I mean, sort the haters from Tuchan or whoever lah yang kata tak macam. I think we've mentioned this before masa kita borak. Was it siapa borak It was you dengan I dengan Munif. We were talking about Hell's Paradise together, right?
Yeah.
And then there was a segment we were talking about animation.
When you mentioned FPS or the frame rate,
Yeah.
So it was bullshit. It's all bullshit.
Bullshit.
What can I do? As a watcher, right? To improve the frame rate. Aside from changing the settings lah, but it's supposed to be like that. It is what we're being served for.
I wasn't talking about. I know I was talking about frame rates, and then also I need to correct myself sebelum anybody tembak aku. Nobody else, because I was talking about 24 FPS because animation nobody does 24 FPS. People do 12. But I think I know where you're coming from, Anri. You're talking about people yang fans that copy an anime from TV, bubuh dekat macam Final Cut or whatever, and increase the frame rate to 60. Is that what you're saying? Yang macam all those videos, watch this fight in 60 FPS because it doesn't do anything. No, because you are right. It doesn't do anything. It's just you putting it through a fucking not digital. Ni lah macam
people forget that anime it's a story now.
Yeah.
There's two things happens when you give a story, a presentation and content. Okay, if the presentation is adequate, right? There's no complaints. Macam the Lord of the Rings kan. Do you think the Ralph Bakshi punya version kan is inferior to yang the trilogy movie?
I think it is because it was shit. I did watch it again though. Don't get me wrong.
It was inferior, but at that time, man, it was the best you can do at the time.
Yeah. Although I argue it was in the 70s, tapi banyak masalah Ralph Bakshi punya Lord of the Rings ni. Dia banyak scene dia pakai rotoscope. Dia gambar orang live action and dia buat shading. So macam because in those days people can do animation already, but it will take time lah. Dia tak ada CGI
but this is Ralph Bakshi. He's not George Lucas. He's not Steven Spielberg. He doesn't have like 1 billion budget from the big studios. For he does this with his own dime.
But Ralph Bakshi's other famous work wasn't.
We don't talk about it.
Anyway. But anyway, back to what I'm trying to say about the animation. I wasn't talking about FPS. What I'm trying to say about adaptation of Chainsaw Man is because of the fact that the particular scene that people were trolling about was the beginning scene in the warehouse where Denji fought against all those zombies. Masa tu ada the zombie devil. And then kalau aku tengok dalam manga, the scene culminated in the 2-page basically he was at the top of a pile where all the zombies were all around him. And yeah, I'm sure a very good animation studio may want to animate with every single thing, to draw those things. But the director chose a different way because they chose it. Dia lari, potong. I mean, it didn't look bad either. So, you're fair enough lah. Ada orang nak grab. You didn't draw it like that. But, it wasn't like dia macam lukis the lawan satu punya zombie. There were loads of zombies, but it's just that he didn't draw it the way that Tatsuki Fujimoto drew. I mean, that's the thing that I was on about. Right, Kaki the Great, Best Director, he went for Vinland. Sorry, this is the wrong category. Wrong category. Is it this? Which one? He went for Attack on Titan, Yuichiro Hayashi. And so does Shafiq. And Shafiq kategori menambah AOT sebab director tak buat Aaron Coward sangat. Dan dia buat karakter this thing I heard. Dia macam ubah-ubah Dia macam dia buat lain sikit. Because tak salah aku, might be wrong here. Bukan Isayama macam ada more involved ke in the last bit? Aku tak ingat lah, tapi But yeah, I've heard about this bit about the orang tukar. Okay, so that was us and best director. So sorry, what did you choose? You chose Bochi and I chose Chainsaw Man, and we've got AOT just now.
AOT from the guest lah.
Character design, best character design. Reka bentuk ini karakter. Okay, Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Even Thoughts Village Arc, Hell's Paradise, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Oshinoko, Trigun Stampede, which is actually was it a reboot of Trigun or was it a continuation? I can't remember, but people were talking about it. Unfortunately, I've not watched
the Netflix punya version, the reboot.
Aku sebelum kita nak tanya Anri, because for me lah, character design in animation ni, unless it's an original anime, susah sikit nak macam, it's like basically it's the mangaka that designed the character to be that way. Dari segi animation, in my understanding, is when a character designer will look at the
source
material and interpret it in a way that the director wants it to be, or the designer wants it to be. In the sense that he wants to make it better or make it look exactly the same, or depending lah arah tujuan ke mana. Because one example I need to mention is di bulan I think fall season for this year 2024, we'll be watching Kaiju number 8, and a lot of people when they first show the anime characters were really not happy because tak sama. Dia tak sama sangat langsung, dia macam lain sikit lah, macam mungkin dia kata muka dia patut 4 segi sikit, but for me who've not read the manga, I feel okay lah tu. It's like watching somebody who's acting and then tries to look like something. Boleh lah tu, I mean you can't expect. Boleh lah juga cari somewhere tapi the person might not be able to act, for example. So character design untuk anime ni, at the end of the day, rasa macam it'll be a nod to more the mangaka, in my opinion lah. So what's your vote for this one?
I voted for Hell's Paradise. Even though the main character kan looks dull and generic to me, the other supporting characters kan, they look very very interesting, very very well designed, especially the female.
I'm probably going to sound obvious here. I voted for Chainsaw Man, but the reason I was waxing lyrical all the way just now was, at the end of the day, apa yang kita tengok dalam Chainsaw Man tu hasil ilham Tatsuki Fujimoto. But the character designer for the anime did a good job to make it. I mean, you have to bear in mind the style of the animation, our characters drawn in the anime isn't drawn the way of how, I mean, Munif was mentioning this very on point. Dia cakap pasal stroke. Kan? Kata macam Lat, take for example, Datuk Lat. Saya pada anda yang muda mungkin kena tanyalah your father who Datuk Lat is, if you don't know who he is. Dia sekarang dah jadi pelukis diraja. The title bestowed upon him by Tuanku Sultan Perak. But Datuk Lat, he used to be a columnist. Bukan columnist, he drew a cartoon strip called Scenes of Malaysian Life on the op-ed page for News Straits Time, NST. And it basically was a staple of comedy fun for a lot of us Malaysians, regardless of race, because of his witty observation of Malaysian life. He's never malicious, but nampak macam kutuk bangsa pun, but kita accept because memang that's the foibles of each of the races. But my point is, kalau siapa yang dah minat punya Lat punya drawing daripada dia muda sampai tua, dia punya stroke sendiri pun bertukar tau, semakin lama semakin tua tau. Whether it's due to stylistic change or whether it's due to Whether he's a bit older ke apa, kita tak tahu. Tapi kalau macam Miyazaki pun dia kata aku kena pakai pensel 5B. Kalau siapa yang ngerti yang banyak pakai pensel, HB paling keras, 2B lembut, tapi 2B cantik. Tapi for a pen, macam aku suka draw pakai 2B. Tapi kalau nak buat all the blacks, you need something softer lah. So like Miyazaki now being 83, in fact, in the 10 years that he made the Heron film, from the age of 70 plus, dia kata grip dia pun dah tak kuat dah. So my point, okay, sorry, again that's another tangent. The point I'm making is, kepada anda yang pernah menonton Datuk Lat punya Kampung Boy punya animation on Astro in the last 20 years, which was done in a studio in the Philippines ke apa, as much as all the characters draw the hidung macam hidung Lat ke, rambut rambut shaggy macam the way that Lat draws Mamat ke apa semua ada dalam tu, it's not, kita tengok kita tahu Lat didn't draw this, but you don't expect an animation production to have something, to have the original artist drawing for it. Matilah macam tu kan. Tapi that's where the character designer comes in. If the character designer wants to convey exactly as it is, because the reason I'm going around in circle is, apa, tengok Pluto, aku pernah komen masa kita orang buat bedah itu, kita orang tengok trailer dia dengan Munif, I think Anri pun ada, and I exclaimed the bit when they showed up muka Gesek from the clothes, from the clothes. The way that they draw the face was exactly like how Urasawa did it in the manga, with the strokes and all that for the shading, because the character designer chose to do that. So so benda-benda macam tu, kalau kau suka benda macam tu, so for example, if Pluto was listed here, I'm not sure why is it not here. I think because Pluto was in fall 2023 kan. Kalau masuk, I would have voted for it. But so berbalik kepada list ni, kalau siapa dah baca komik manga Demon Slayer by Gotoge Sensei, bukan Gotoge Sensei punya drawing paling horror sekali ke? Tak best langsung. Tapi pasal jalan cerita dia best, kita baca lah kan. Lawan, tapi bila buat Demon Slayer, the character design kat Ufotable, it does look like Tanjiro, it does look like Zenitsu and so forth, but it's not the stroke of Gotoge. But nobody complains. So, itulah. Tu example dia lah. So for me, Chainsaw Man, I think I guess dia cakap macam tu, I could have voted for Demon Slayer as well using the same reason, but that's voting Demon Slayer punya character design on the whole. Whether or not Village Arc has any difference, is of any different, the others would probably be based on the characters that's appeared in this arc. That means the additional demons and all that. So kalau kau twist tangan aku mungkin bubuh lah Demon Slayer sekali, dekat sama level dengan Chainsaw Man, but that's my choice lah. Okay, Shafiq says Chainsaw Man maybe. Interesting. Kategori berkata new anthology or universe sama cerita baru, dia macam what if. Okay, and category's choice of Demon Slayer. There you go, good choice. Okay, let's get on with it. Best animation. Oh, ini bab-bab yang, oh god, let me not be a palatau about this. Animation. Banyak orang yang cakap, tak apa, kita bagi list tu. Attack on Titan, Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, Mob Psycho 100, and Trigun Stampede. Now, before I ask Andri, kita kena ingat animation ni, tak tahu lah, aku nak nitpick ke, aku nak bagi overarching label to the actual production of lukisan dari tangan kita bergerak, terpulang lah. Tapi kadang-kadang kan macam orang cakap Demon Slayer lah best animation, tapi ada sampai macam I've been watching, Andri akan gelak lagi. Aku kan I've been mentioning about this Manko Man guy from India. Dia tak kutuk Demon Slayer, no, don't get me wrong, dia suka. Tapi dia kata lah, dia just being critical of Orang cakap ini best animation. This particular scene has good animation, but there's no animation because Tanjiro is not moving. He's only moving one bit, and probably there's one animated bit. Everything else is the computer graphics moving on top of it. So, but then again, you could also argue, but then that's the animation juga, because that person just pakai computer instead of pakai lukis dengan tangan. So sudah lah, kategori ni nak pakai kategori macam mana kita nak ni. So whether or not they've got an actual list of what you should look for, but yeah, what's your choice? What do you think the best animation? Although I would fault you if you say Demon Slayer, because as I said just now,
it's a simple choice lah. It's the big dick guy, Demon Slayer.
Yeah, I think I probably voted Demon Slayer as well. But itulah kita. If for example, ini orang cakap biarlah, tak kisah. Kau sim Hayao Miyazaki, kau kan cakap macam tu. Katalah the Heron punya cerita tu was included in here. I probably would have.
It's included apa? The Boy and the Heron apa? Bukan, because it's Ghibli.
No, it's not
animation
yet.
style is different.
No, it's not. Oh, you mean?
If it's inside. If it's inside.
Because
Boy and the Heron.
If. But it's not.
But it's not.
But, yeah, I'm just saying. Kalau lah.
It's two different animation styles. But if you choose the superior animation, I'm going to give it to the Ghibli.
Bukan buat tangan. It's
no contest.
Dia macam ni lah. Kau compare nasi lemak mak aku buat dengan McDonald buat. Macam tu je lah, for example. So, tapi Attack on Titan got its own good the fact that you animate how those people, how the surveyor corps swing from buildings or between the ribs of that big Eren punya monster, that's quite impressive, don't get me wrong. Chainsaw Man, I thought the fight scene was good as well. But I think the end product lah dari Demon Slayer yang make me feel. And then Jujutsu Kaisen pun lawan pun best, tapi because kita tengok, because kalau katalah bukan nak kira style, tapi macam adegan dalam season 2, this season 2 core 1 kan, this is the 1980s lama, so aku tak tengok, tak tahu. Tapi katalah season 2 core 2, it's all in an enclosed space, so it's more like pop, kepala meletup, okay, sedangkan Demon Slayer ada lompat terbang masuk celah pokok dan apa dah, you'll be more impressed with that lah. Mob Psycho, sorry aku tak tengok, so if there are better scenes in Mob Psycho, I apologize, I wouldn't know, but I will not fault. And I think I saw a bit of Dragon Stampede and that looked pretty good as well. So it's a bit for me to be objective, but I can only go with what I've known lah. I'm going for Demon Slayer. So Syafiq, anime apa yang boleh kalahkan Kimetsu no Yaiba kalau kategori best animation?
Exactly.
Baru kita cakap tadi, tapi itu semua objektif lah. Mungkin kau cakap macam tu, tapi kau anime tu nak menunjukkan dia walaupun 2 jam tapi 7 tahun dia nak buat. So terpaksa dia buat dengan tangan.
Don't get me wrong, Ghibli is currently on top of the league. But if Studio Ghibli get involved, A1 Pictures kan, given enough resources kan, they could beat Ufotable. Same with MAPPA and Bones.
Mana-mana lah. Yalah, itulah masalahnya lah. MAPPA kena tak tamak, MAPPA kena bayar orang dia. Kau kena tak tamak buat 1 atau 2 saja title setahun. Ini semua dia nak ambil. Tapi itu aku cakap je lah. So and category grade nomination and to best animation onwards. Ini menarik. Best original anime. Lah something different. Tak agak tengok benda sama listed. Akiba made Senso, Medo Senso atau Akiba made War. Birdie Wing, Golf Girl Story Season 2. Buddy Daddies, Do It Yourself, Mobile Suit Gundam, The Witch from Mercury, dan The Marginal Service. So you give us what you think while I look up what The Marginal Service is. I have no idea what it is. So what's your choice?
I choose Birdie Wing.
Was it good?
Yeah, it's about girls and golf.
Tapi dia cerita serius kan, dia bukan ecchi. Aku ingat dia buat ecchi tau mula-mula.
It doesn't try to be ecchi, but it is stimulating.
Is it? Yeah,
girls playing golf with dude. How can you make it wholesome?
Okay. Pilihan saya adalah Akiba made Senso. I think because let me get it. I don't know whether how much where you can watch this in Malaysia. I think Muse tunjuk kot. Tapi dia pasal a bunch of maid dalam maid cafe di Akihabara Tokyo. Cerita yang typical cerita Yakuza. So Yakuza punya group ni lawan Yakuza group ni, tapi instead of actual Yakuza men with tattoo, suit, botak, potong orang, tembak, kau ganti lelaki tu dengan perempuan cute-cute. Tapi tembak kepala meletup semua, potong tangan semua, baling lembing semua ada. So and then characters dia mati. Tak mati pun maim for life. It's that kind of story. Gritty juga lah. Tapi kau macam, kau boleh buat cerita macam ni Gompak style. And there's not going to be a second season. The cerita was concluded. Beautiful. 12-13 episodes. If you get a chance to watch it, I think I've waxed lyrical already before. So because I enjoyed it very much, and so that got my vote lah. Saya nak tunjuk ni sekejap. Alah, sedap. No idea what original service is. Shibujuku.
俺はブライアン・ナイトレイダー、刑事だ。
Shibujuku.
相棒と犯人を追っていた最中、不可解な事件に巻き込まれた。
Shit.
後日届いた謎の手紙。
ようこそマージナルサービスへ。1ヶ月前に発足した組織だ。
捜査の対象は
業界人だ。
用意はいいか。もちろんだ。オリジナルテレビアニメザ・マージナルサービス。どういうことだ。
遠隔操作されたのよ。
4月より放送。まあこんなもんよ。
スプリングのね。Haram tak ada gelas ya.
大丈夫そうだね。聞かせてもらうね。君たちのカペリーノ。
境界人による凶悪犯罪を取り締まりながらも、その存在は徹底的に隠蔽する。
マージナルエクスプロージョン。ファイヤー。
それがマージナルサービスだ。
Well, it feels like a Fire Force meets Alien Hunter or some shit. Never heard. Sumpah tak pernah dengar. Tapi
it looks like Psycho Pass with guns. Actual guns. It looks like Psycho Pass with actual guns.
How is it like Psycho Pass though?
You got a motley group of people working for this unrecognized branch of the government. And then
But they got guns, but although their guns are a bit different, but they got guns, what?
Yeah, they have guns, but it's not actual guns. Those are psycho guns. This
Yeah,
one's
the one-
like,
Yeah. I know what you're getting at. Yeah.
it's not actually a normal original genre. I think it's original anime because it just came out lah.
I think best original anime di sini bermakna dia tak ada, of course dia tak ada manga, so whether or not jalan cerita dia atau dia punya what you call it, genre dia akan similar to something else can be helped lah, tapi it's just that this guy tak ada manga atau tak ada game atau tak ada light novel to be based on. So my choice was like Kikima Bait War, and your choice was Birdie Wing Golf Girls Story Season 2. So category voted for Akiba Made War, and so did Shafiq. Kategori menambah, dia macam Power Ranger tapi pakai pekerja he's talking about marginal service. Dia macam Power Ranger tapi pakai kontrak, pekerja kontrak suit. Tahu aku cuba tengok tapi aku drop sebab kompetitor dia tak. Oh, dia lawak ke? Okay, I see. Okay, onwards. Best film. Gosh, kita ada berapa kategori lagi ni? Let me have a quick look. Best film. Oh no, we're not far off now. So we're not far off now. But I didn't expect us to go for 2 hours 45 minutes flipping it. Okay, best film. First one, Black Clover, Sword of the Wizard King. Blue Giant, Kaguya-sama, Love is War, The First Kiss That Never Ends. Psychopath Providence, Suzume, The First Slam Dunk. Your vote, Anri.
The First Slam Dunk.
Anything to add for that?
Nothing, it's just nostalgia. Kaguya-sama, I'm a fan, but when it comes to Slam Dunk and it just bounce away lah. The all direction, all the romance lah. I prefer old school comedy or the nostalgia that Slam Dunk gives me lah.
Okay.
I'm biased. This may not be fair.
The thing is, when you vote according to what you like, you don't have to. The bias is fine. Let me just tambah lampu. Just add some light. Okay. It doesn't matter. But of the list, did you watch? What have you watched? You've watched Slam Dunk. You've watched Kaguya-sama.
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's about it lah.
Okay. Saya sebagai fan tegar Makoto Shinkai tidak vote Suzume, tapi saya vote The First Slam Dunk sebagai seseorang yang belum membaca manga dia. Because of this film, I have all 31 volumes, which I bought bit by bit lah sejak aku tengok wayang tu. Itu masa pergi kino balik bercuti, aku beli 10 sekaligus because they had it in front of me. Bila kira-kira, oi, ini lagi murah. Because Malaysia punya GST tak tertinggi tempat aku. Kat sini GST aku 20%. But anyway, that's by the by. I've watched Suzume, I watched First Slam Dunk, I watched Psychopath, and not the rest. Tapi Blue Giant is coming out dekat tempat saya this year. I saw the trailer. Blue Giant is about a jazz band. So it's a bit macam, an animated film about a band. We've seen that before. Banyak anime, tapi dekat TV semua. Tapi it's one thing lah to somebody who I play some music, so aku suka bila tengok macam orang animate bila main betul, chord betul, fingering betul kat piano semua, as opposed to Mickey Mouse punya ketuk-ketuk kan. So from the trailer, I thought it looked really good. I'm not too sure siapa director dia, but before I add anything else, Psychopath I watched because I've watched the TV anime, and it was just like to finish it off after watching it. It was good, tapi macam tengok a big a TV episode of a series. Okay, and now why did Suzume get beaten by The First Slam Dunk in my list was because as much as I didn't read aku recognize the good thing about Slam Dunk as a sports anime, but this was a story that just show you one match, and it's got a story, and it's like gripping. Kau nak tengok, kau macam asal kau tengok wayang orang main basketball satu match. Dia start dengan match tu tau. So, and the director is the mangaka. Takehiko Inoue himself directed it. So, it was fantastic. Mampus pi lah orang cakap dia bukan rotoscope. Dia pakai motion capture. Dia pakai mocap. That's why it's very, you know, bila orang baling basketball tangan semua macam tu, semua tu. Okay, it looks too realistic for it. I mean, bukan orang tak boleh buat, boleh. Tapi 8 tahun aku nak buat. Tapi I didn't care. It was so beautifully done. So, untuk aku, bila tengok macam tu, best film. Because Shinkai, the other day, aku suka dia ke apa, kita tahulah, kita cakap belakang dia, kalau kita kenal dia, the man that makes the same movie again and again. You know, berapa kali kau nak tengok langit warna ungu, biru, kuning dengan komet. You know, semua filem ada scene tu. Sampai kau cakap, and then it's going to be a romance anime. Orang cakap, the next film after Suzume pun romance juga. So, okay. So, yeah. Hands down, man. First Slam Dunk, Takehiko Inoue. And then somebody said that, hey, kau tengok the original anime, Anri? The original Slam Dunk anime?
Slam Dunk, yeah. Did
habis kan?
Huh?
The anime dah habis kan? Dia tak ada macam...
Anime dah habis. The manga went a bit further, but stop already lah.
Because when I don't know, I mean I'm a keen follower of Trash Taste, the podcast from Japan, and they were saying lah benda-benda macam one of the chapter tu tak ada dialog langsung, very well drawn semua. And I think when aku macam buka balik macam the last few chapter, aku tahu lah, aku dah tengok wayang, tak kisahlah, because aku nak tahu jalan perjalanan cerita MC dia. Tapi macam a lot of the last bits in the manga is in here, so he didn't exactly explain it in like in press conferences or whatever, but it's got elements from it. And the best thing about the first, okay, as I said, I've not read, I've not seen. It's like katalah girlfriend main character tu is in the film, dia tak ada kena ada adegan sayang main game ni baik-baik ya. You know, dia tunjuk just because she's in the crowd, dia tunjuk. Dia macam assume kau dah tahu lah cerita ni, kau dah kenal lah karakter ni. So aku suka wayang macam tu. And just tambah lagi tu, this is not about the main character, which is Sakuragi nama main character dia yang tak betul tu, yang kena reject dengan 100 perempuan ke what the fuck. It's about this other guy yang pendek, yang rambut kerinting, yang masuk lambat tu. And he's the main character. And he's nombor 7 kan. And he's the main character. Aku keluar dari panggung tu, aku macam melelong, macam best sial cerita ni. Why do you think I bought 31 volumes of a manga? Flipping that if I wasn't impressed by that. If I didn't vote it best film, bakar lah manga tu. Anyway, sorry Imo. Kategori Suzume, no problem. Mana ni? Kategori memilih Suzume, and Syafiq memberi Black Clover.
Yeah.
Okay. Kita nak kena cepat lah. Kita nak pergi habis. Best New Series: Bocchi the Rock, Chainsaw Man, Heavenly Delusion, Hell's Paradise, Oshinoko, Zone 100. All good titles for this category, but you go first. Aku tak ingat siapa aku vote.
I'm going to choose Zone 100. Best new series because going forward, I think people look forward to see more of Zone 100 once more they cover more on the source material lah.
Pasal apa tau? Macam aku harap lah apa nama film Bug Films ni. I don't know what the problem was that made them short hiatus. Tak sebut pun. Mula-mula aku risau juga because mula-mula they did have help from Shaft. And then suddenly episode 4, Shaft punya nama tak ada. But then again, it could be, okay, we help you first because you had some problems, but then I don't know what the problem is. Okay, for best new series, I think this is pretty much just a category of recently released IPs out there that's introduced in the anime punya scene lah kot. So you're not gonna put Bleach or flipping One Piece in this category. And there's quite a lot of things that's been around for ages, like Jujutsu Kaisen season keberapa. So I think these are like the new ones. The manga or the light novel might have been a while back, like Hell's Paradise pun dah habis, for example. But then there's a few titles out there that I've noticed orang dah mula macam
Hell's Paradise probably has one more season left of anime production kalau nak buat.
Or two. Because looking at the pace that they made for season 1, it's basically 1/3 of what the manga was. Kau manga tak banyak, 13 je. So macam everything is got good thing going for them. I went for Bochi because I mean there was for me.
So you think Bochi has a new season in store?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good lah.
But I don't know. I mean, I don't think they could finish it just like that. But bearing in mind, it's like watching K-On! Season 2 lah. Faham tak?
Yeah.
But for me, I'm not basing my decision whether or not what's going to happen in the future. I'm going to base for which one of the title tickled my fancy, because you know. So yeah, it's just that. Itulah. Because Oshinoko kan macam as much as I started off by clowning on it macam oh cerita ni pasal isekai paling pelik sial, betul doktor tu mati, betul keluar jadi anak dia, betul rupanya cerita dia itu just the first episode. Cerita dia is actually a revenge anime, revenge story kan, tapi macam itulah I only watched it you know what stopped me from watching it religiously to finish it, because aku rasa it's a bit of aku kena endure as opposed to lepak and enjoy tau. Pasal apa tau, Oshinoko ni dia banyak explanation, which is fine because manga dengan anime banyak konteks yang suka explain in certain things, especially when it comes to, because not many IP in Japan, I mean IPs in the manga/anime punya konteks yang macam memang kita tahu pasal Idol, we've watched Idol Master, we've watched Bang Dream and that kind of stuff, but for them to actually spell it out, like dia kata kau sebagai pelakon dalam sok media kau kena macam ni, they have to spell it out supaya it's like also macam tengok documentary lah, macam tu patutlah dia asyik kena kecam. So bila tengok tu semua nak explain, and then the protagonist nak being so Machiavellian to, because he really want to find who killed his mother, right? But which is fair enough, but pasal tu dia manipulate everybody, adik dia, kawan dia. So aku macam okay, relax nanti sekejap. So sampai sekarang tak tengok lagi. So aku tengok Bochi dah, aku seronok, aku gelak, aku beli Android dia. Yay. Okay. Satu je, category degree, I think Afiq dah tidur. Hell's Paradise. Yep, power to you, mate. Hell's Paradise is a good series, don't get me wrong. So it'll be quite interesting to see what happens in season 2. Right, a best continuing series. Yang ni saja je nak bubuh. Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, One Piece, Spy Family, Vinland Saga. Sebelum aku nak tanya kau kan, so macam mana nak vote ni? Nak vote this, I know these are all continuing series, but to vote on what they have shown this year or the overarching IP, aku pun tak tahu. But what do you think?
Just for that particular year.
So what's your vote?
Vinland Saga, easy vote.
Vinland Saga.
It doesn't have much action compared to Demon Slayer, but in terms of story kan, it's top notch. It's like a 2 levels above every the competition.
Demon Slayer. Sorry, Vinland Saga. Sorry. Aku tak ingat aku vote. Aku vote apa lah. Mungkin aku vote pasal aku kesian kot.
You know how many times I tried watching Demon Slayer? One time. How many times I tried watching Vinland Saga? 4 times. It hits.
Aku tak. I got a feeling I could vote Spy Family. Aku rasa lah. Sedangkan dalam hati Demon Slayer, but either way I'm easy lah. Spy Family or Demon Slayer. Bukan, I've not watched Vinland, not read One Piece, Jujutsu lagi lah dengan Attack on Titan. So yeah, I think based on
this category kan is very misleading because in terms of popularity kan, you can choose One Piece because it's the longest here. And when it comes to like Spy Family, and this is most popular for this particular past few years now. So a lot of people can probably be split on this.
Actually kan, using a more rigid way to look at this, macam katalah aku betul-betul nak ikut apa yang aku dah tengok this particular year on these two Spy versus Demon Slayer. Ni season 1 core 2. Season 1 core 2 actually Spy Family is quite good. Tapi season 2 Spy Family aku macam got a bit tired. Walaupun as much as I like Anya and all that, as you can see, bedah buat 2 kali je. Walaupun we did cover the whole season. So yeah, again I can't decide between Demon Slayer or Spy Family. Yes, category the great sebut Vinland Saga.
Told you.
And I think Shafiq HP was for the previous category because he wasn't. They pilih Hell's Paradise for Best New Series, and he went for Vinland Saga again for Best Continuing Series. Thank you, chat. Thank you. Onwards to the final, most important anime of the year. Boji the Rock, Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Village Arc, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Oshinoko, dan Vinland Saga Season 2. Gosh, masa aku vote ni, aku rasa aku vote macam anyway, what was your vote for this?
Simple, Mat Kilau.
Jangan.
Alah, Vinland Saga, easy vote.
Vinland Saga Kilau.
Like I say, I tried most watching this.
Aku ada feeling aku voted for Chainsaw Man, but that's me lah, because I guess for the whole year, because I think because macam Demon Slayer pasal aku dah tengok the previous arcs, and then macam walaupun tak kisahlah cantik macam mana pun, tapi jalan cerita dia macam so, and Jusai tak tengok, Oshin aku tak tengok habis, Vinland Saga tak tengok, Bochi the Rock best, tapi macam kalau aku macam fikir dari overarching amount of titles that I watched to make it anime of the year is a bit of a fast. It's like me voting K-On as best anime ever. No, I like K-On, but I love Bochi, don't get me wrong, but
I like K-On too much, but here's the thing: is it the best anime ever created?
Yeah, exactly. My point exactly. Yes. So let's hope Mappa tak. Kalau katalah Mappa bungkus sekali pun, kalau let's hope we have another decent studio picking it up or whatever lah. But itulah, because tell us the truth though. Okay, ini bukan pasal tadi tau. Ini pasal apa yang aku dah baca. The story has gone really left field. The story's gone really left field to the point that what the fuck are you guys doing, man? But dia macam tak, for Chainsaw Man, as much as aku dah vote for, aku macam at least for the season 2, whenever or wherever, season 2 dia jadi tak ada, dia buat wayang about this girl called Seki, which voiced by Ueshama, Rina Ueda. Memang sesuai untuk that girl because dia cute. Ueda ni dia Ueshama ni dia ada macam bunny tooth sikit. Dia siapa main gacha game nama Nikkei, dia Scarlet, and dia banyak lah karakter lain lah dia tapi she is Ueshama is apa ni yang flipping neck dalam House of Butterflies punya dia macam orang nombor 2 kepada Shinobu. The girl with the purple eyes that doesn't talk, and Tanjiro bagi dia duit, so flipping neck. Suyuri Kanao, that's Ueshama. That's Ueshama. So yeah. So for the they've called this arc up to volume 11 the public safety arc. So we will see a conclusion in season 2. So bagus lah. I think they break it up like that because that arc yang particular pasal ada girl ni, Rizzy bukan Ziki. Oh gosh, Rizzy nama dia. Dia nice and neat to put it in a 2-hour or less than 2-hour film, and it'll be too short for a season. And hopefully it will mean they could finish up the arc as a second season after the film. If not one core, kena buat 2 core. Tapi kalau dia nak stretch jadi 3 more season 2, season 3 to finish it, pun boleh juga, because at the moment Tatsuki Fujimoto macam laju tapi still not laju. Dia macam Tatsuya Endo for Spy Family, once every 2 weeks, sometimes once every 3 weeks. Actually, between volume 11 and volume 12, he took a year's break, I think. Tapi once it gets to the following arc, lepas it goes bonkers. I don't even know. Oh, sorry, the meme that I saw just now yang talking about bonkers wasn't about Chainsaw Man, but about Jujutsu Kaisen. Kau pernah tengok tak meme yang gambar ekor kuda, badan kuda, kaki kuda, kepala kuda?
Yeah.
Kan, kalau nak tunjuk if something goes to shit, depan will be teruk kan. Yang ni ekor kuda cantik, badan kuda cantik, kaki kuda cantik, kepala kuda mata juling tengok macam tu. Dia kata manga readers will know what I mean. So for Jujutsu Kaisen apparently it's gonna go ke mana lah. If you think having Nanami and Nobara mati in this season is bad enough, watch out for season 3. See, that goes to show. Aku tak baca lagi, aku dah tahu lah. Semua bloody hell punya social media. Anyway, let's go to our friends on chat yang bersama kami to the end. Aiman Shafiq, Vinland Saga, best anime for 2024 this year. And Captain the Great, Vinland Saga. You also Vinland Saga kan?
Ya.
Tu dia, Vinland Saga menang besar. Victoria's Secret. So itulah dia Anime Award apa punya categories. I mean, just a quick one. How does the voting work? Oh, ada round 1. A panel of judges determines the 6 nominees. Okay, round 2. The same panel votes alongside fans to help determine a grand winner in each category. So they didn't exactly pick 2 of the fans vote to make. So they apparently voted at the same time as we did. But how? Because that means dari segi bilangan orang, they will be beaten lah. Katalah macam dia orang pandai semua vote Vinland Saga, and all the Attack on Titan fan voted Attack on Titan menang, regardless how good your judges are. So I hope ada weighting lah, macam the judges punya vote have more weight than the fans, because fans, bukan nak kata fans tak aktif vote, but fans can vote in a way to make their anime favorite title.
I'm gonna go with my theory lah. They're gonna choose the top 2, and the judge going to choose between the 2. because they make just because Villain Saga, Chainsaw Man kan got nominated kan, but they wanted the judges wanted to vote for Demon Slayer, but the top 2 votes are these 2. They have to choose one.
Yeah, but the thing is, they've already stated categorically how the voting is done though. This company called Telescope will tally all votes. I did look it up. This Telescope company, it sounds like a company that's But there you go. Crunchyroll Anime Awards. So I think they're March the 2nd. But it'll be a week before the Tokyo Anime Festival, Anime Award Festival will be held. So it'll be quite interesting to see how it fares against, but dari segi apa yang menang, because aku pun tak sure siapa yang vote untuk tapi itulah Crunchyroll Awards ni last year ni nampak gempak gila because they did it in Japan. It was post-COVID, but pre-COVID masa COVID was there wasn't any. It was done online. Before that, diorang buat dekat US. Tengok rasa macam hamba lah. Diorang macam tak ada budget. Kau macam aku nak buat gig, private gig dekat ni, batu orang tengok gila tak professional. But now dah diorang under Sony, boleh lah mampu nak, they had the big weeks of the studios attending, so you need money for that lah. Apa ni? Kategori menambah. Kalau tunjuk number aku percaya. Tak ada number, patuh.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not surprised. Sama lah semua. Oscar ke apa ke.
Show us the stats.
Show us the money. Anyway, so nampaknya kita dah tiba di penghujung sesi ulasan kami malam ni untuk pencalonan Crunchyroll Anime Awards 2024. Dan diharapkan penonton di rumah terhibur dengan sesi borak kami hari ini. And thanks to, I'm going to categorically shout out to Category and Syafiq to be bersama kami till the end.
Yeah, active participant.
Active participant. Sorry kami tak ada budget. Kami macam Crunchyroll ke nak bagi awak prize. Tapi kepada anda yang baru ke sesi kami, jangan lupa untuk melanggan, berkongsi dan tenyeh butang like untuk kedua-dua laman YouTube Stomach Kiosk dan Buzzpop TV, laman pop culture suka ramai Malaysia, supaya anda tidak ketinggalan untuk sesi kami yang datang. And jika anda ingin menonton sesi kami yang sebelum ni, selain dari arcade kami yang mengandungi sesi ulasan stream yang penuh, laman YouTube Stomach of Kiosk juga mengandungi video ringkas yang mengambil tema spesifik dari perbincangan kami yang lampau. And as usual juga kepada siapa yang nak manage to catch this later on, walaupun anda tak dapat nak contribute melalui chat, by all means please do watch this video. Throw us your opinions and thoughts on what you think your choice of winners should be for each category that Crunchyroll listed out. So terima kasih kerana sudi bersama kami. Pada rakan panelis saya Anri Alwi, Otsukari sama Desta, thanks for sticking for and give us your opinions. And saya Kudo Maridu Ijo Desh Mata Tore
Elvin Fitozumas.
See ya.